the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, if you like the nerdy toys and all the comic books, you should check out his show. Take a look. He's got a million toys that he will play with. He'll show them off to you so you can see them. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Get busy, he is an amazing guy. He is super quick-witted, he can think on the fly. And if you want a challenge, then you should stop by. He'll take random characters and make them fight. It's tight.
Bro suicide.
I'm gonna give him a big shout out. Nerdy Effect, it's what it's about. It is so nerdy in every single way. Nerdy Effect, I can watch it all day. Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows, and it's great.
What is up, Affected? Welcome to the Nerdy Effect. I am your host, Jizzy, and I know it's Monday. But we're going to get through it, ladies and gentlemen, together like we always do. And I know I wasn't here Friday. I do apologize in advance for those of you who were looking for the Friday show. Like I was, I had a really bad day Friday. It just didn't go my way. And when I got home, I honestly didn't think I had it in me to do this show. And I've said it time and time again, if I don't feel up to the show, I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it out of habit, and I shouldn't do it because, oh, well, they're expecting me to do a show. Because if I can't give you 100%, there's no reason for me to be in front of this camera. And when I got home, I didn't feel it, and that's coming from a guy who's had bronchitis for a month. Bringing back into this from my picture from Instagram, I went back to the doctor today because it's been a month since I've had this bronchitis. It's still there. They did a chest x-ray to make sure they were doing everything right. Mr. Rob Anderson, that make sure they were doing everything right, and they did. They gave me a new set of steroids, which using the steroids, I'm not allowed to be in direct sunlight, so that's going to be a problem, and fun. Also, they gave me this super duper cough medicine. And with the cough medicine, I'm not allowed to drive while taking the cough medicine, so that's going to be an awesome thing in general. And then, before they even gave me the medication, they gave me a shot in my ass of pure steroidisms or whatever the hell it was. So this side of my butt is hurting a little bit. So if you notice me leaning a little bit this way, that's why. It is middle finger of Friday. No, it's middle finger Monday, unless it's your Friday, because you're sort of like starting your continuing super duper vacation. Holy crap. It's good, babs. Fish meat, flappy fin wave. That's right, fish meat's still hanging up in there. Steroids is going to be having 24-inch pythons, brother. Yes, and I am dressed a little bit of unappropriate for this show this evening, and the reason is because I had to do some government work today, and that sounds really weird, especially you British people who don't really have a government. You have Parliament, but I had to do some government work, so I dressed up all nice, and I decided, you know what, might as well continue on to the show. I even have my awesome slacks on. Check out my awesome slacks. Yeah, I'm wearing pants, unlike that one show when I was barely wearing underwear, but we're not going to talk about that, and it's been erased from YouTube history, so if you didn't see it live, you're not going to see it ever again. And if you want to see my ass, you have to buy my special pics. We're home now. I know, you should put a sad face at the end of that. Whatever you took, wherever the pictures were absolutely beautiful. You need to punch your bronchitis in the balls. I do every night. Looking good, Jizzy. Thank you very much, Robert Anderson. And, of course, your family is growing exponentially. But I say this a lot. I say this a lot. Like, there are people who just, like, Never, never, never. But you guys, seriously, you produce some amazing looking children. You produce well. So please keep on doing it, my friend. And it's good to have you in here. Liswitz, my man, my communist friend who decided that he wasn't going to stream last Tuesday, messed up my entire schedule, decided to pop in here. Good to have you in here. So, I know a few of you were like, oh, what's going on? Why is he on a little bit early? Well, again, with the Friday show, I got to thinking like, well, maybe I'll try to make it up to you, so I'll give you an extra 30 minutes tonight to sort of making it up, you know. So we're going to do a little bit longer stuff. I got some more... some things to open. I got some mail and a few other things. So we're sort of going to continue the show and have a little bit longer show this evening. Drink whiskey. I can't. That brings me to my second thing. I can't drink any alcohol with this medication, especially with the cough medicine, because it has a special substance in it, which is really, really good. But it mixes really, really badly with alcohol. And knowing all my internal organs that have had issues over the past couple years, I'm not going to try to mess with it. If you want to go ahead and take it with some alcohol, that's fine. But my man, Heroes, I promised I would drink a beer for him for his birthday. That was last Monday on Friday, but we weren't here for Friday, so again, it rolls into this Monday, but I can't drink alcohol right now, so I'm saving the beer. I'm keeping it in the back of the fridge so it stays extra chill for my man Heroes. Once I get better, once I get past all this, I'm definitely going to have a beer for my man. You'll get drug tested by the NFL. It doesn't matter if I get drug tested, I have a prescription for it. Mr. Flop, how you doing, my man? Still no beer. I told you why. That TMK knows what I'm talking about. I didn't say it, I just pointed at it. So mixing that with alcohol is never really a good idea, and I know if you want to have a hellacious party, you probably do it. But I have a lot of like internal problems and stuff, so I don't deal with, you know, trying to flirt with destiny. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. So let's get on with the cartoon brawl for this round this evening. We do have Speed Racer versus Butthead. Yeah, that's right. Speed Racer, you know, let's go race right now. I'm from Japan. That guy versus Butthead. You're stupid. You know, those guys. Master Toke. What is going on, my friend? Good to have you in here. It's always good to see Master Toke. E3 so far is epic. Trav, where the hell you been besides sending me a lot of invites I can't respond to? Holy crap, man. I even tried to invite you back into it and you're just like, well, no, screw that guy. Seriously, are you British? Make some purple drink. Hope you're feeling better. Tandis family, always good to see you guys in here. You guys will notice tonight that the Geist is not with me. Again, it goes back to the sickness in this household. We are down with the sickness. So no Geist tonight. I'm running solo on Bronchitis. My comment's taking too long. It doesn't matter. It's good, man. I know what you meant. It's just fun. Mixed with Sprite, making scissor. Ah, dang! I forgot to unscrew the light bulb. Ah, there it is. It's hot. All right, there we go. Now we got the proper lighting in here. Speed Racer. No. Speed Racer with the capital R. Sunday Heat, man. Why do I keep telling you how to do this? Hope you're feeling better, my friend. Mr. Faux Show. You said to check my P.O. box. I did not have time today. I had my government work to do today, so I didn't get a chance to check my P.O. box. I will check it out tomorrow. I promise you, man. And thank you so much for sending me stuff. Ah, Trav, knowing how to do it. Red Cross on the door, then. I don't know what that means. That's a little weird. I got sick traveling back home. Well, honestly, good, because the pictures you posted just really pissed me off. You know, because like you're like, you know, kicking back with martinis and stuff, and the beautiful view and the ocean. You know, the awesome girl next to you, and then I just like, oh, look at this, look at that, look what I found. I'm awesome. So good. You need a little sickness in your life. Tell her that we said get better. Well, I'm trying to keep it down a little bit tonight, but you know what? I am Cornholio. Yes, you are. Government job, check the news for mystery assassination. What? It's a reference to the Black Death. Ah, well, we didn't have Black Death here in America because, you know, we're strong. I don't know. She knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, Speed Racer and Butthead are the cartoon brawls for this evening. Super secret government work. It wasn't work for me. Trust me, it was my civic duty, and we're gonna leave it at that. I am drinking Coca-Cola and agua tonight. Time to get shit-faced. I tell you what, John, you go get shit-faced for me, and then from there, then we'll progress. Yoda's Dream Girl, what's going on, girlie? How are you doing in here? Appreciate you guys stopping in. I know we're early, and I know the show's sort of like, you know, just sort of progressing, you know, slowly tonight. Soul Reaper, your British accent had Black Death. All my British ancestors had Black Death. Yeah, right. It's like, oh, we got a Black Death. We better go to America. I was at Cannabis Cup yesterday. It was a blast. Awesome, man. Did you post any pictures? Jury duty. Duty. It was a bad vacation. It looked beautiful. Well, it looked beautiful, and that's all that matters, just enough to piss me off. So enjoy your cough. Glad to be chilling after graduation festivities. Did you graduate, or did you go to a graduation? Samir, where have you been, my man? Love the flag, man. Yeah. Just pre-ordered my Marvel Legends X-Men wave. I'm not going on no hunt for them. I don't blame you. Like, I really want that. Rogue looks amazing. Duty on codeine. Way to continue watching E3. Hey, Trav, man, I don't blame you. I've been watching a little bit of E3 as well. I don't have the time to watch all of E3. There's no way, you know. I have a life, meaning Fallout, and I don't have time to watch all of E3. I did check out the Bethesda. I had to check it out, and I watched Ubisoft right before I got on. Ubisoft ended, and that's when I started the stream. Mr. I Create Carnage, only a few didn't end up really taking too many. Well, there you go. He's not sick, just allergies, but he's... Well, that's how men are. Immigration dude. That's how men are. Like, men, and take it with a grain of salt, women, but men, you know, like, aha, I am king. I'm king of this castle. This is mine. Nothing can bring me down. I cut myself. I wrap it in electrical tape and keep on with my day. Nothing can get me. I broke my toe. Nothing but a tiny little cough. It brings us down into a little fetal position. I don't know why. I have no idea, but I know how he is. Beavis and Butthead, one of my favorites. You're stupid. I will drink an additional 12-pack for you. John M., you are the king, my man. The Speed Racer, like, I thought about spacing the Speed and Racer, but I think it should just be one solid word. What's Ubisoft making? Ubisoft... There's a few things that Ubisoft posted in their... E3 conference that I was kind of okay with. There's one, Honored, or Your Honor, or something like that, where you're like this old school Viking, or you could be a samurai, or something like something Honored. I should have wrote it down. And it looks kind of cool, but the gameplay mechanics look pain in the ass. Like, it looks a lot like Skyrim. And I'm cool with that, but it plays like an Assassin's Creed game. So it's sort of open world, but like everything is pointing you to one direction. You know, you can go over here, but you shouldn't go over there. And I was watching it, and I didn't like that you're starting to fight, and then like the controls pop up on the screen as to what to do. Now, maybe it'll go away after a time or two, but I don't like it telling you when to block and stuff. Like, I like it to free flow motion like I'm doing it. I don't need to be told what to do. Staying tuned for Final Fantasy news. Of course you are. Unfortunately, Microsoft is putting the boots to Sony. Well, I mean, they should. Honestly, most of the time, they really should. Microsoft and Sony should be in a battle with these games, and they should try each year to top each other. And since Microsoft's big flubble with the X-Poop 1, since their big craptacular fest on the Xbox One, Sony's just been dominating. So I think it's fine. And I think it's good for the gaming community that they sort of battle it out. I wish that, honestly, Nintendo would step up. Young mommy, what is going on, girly pants? The ladies wasn't real good looking, so didn't take pics with them. You should have anyway, you know. You should have been like, this is the ugliest girl in the whole convention. You know, went to Phoenix 17's graduation, actually, then out to dinner after that. Awesome. So I'm telling you, you guys need an Instagram. I'm serious. Young mommy, of course, Hero's in there to cock block as fast as possible. You're worse than fatality. Seriously. Hello, I am Belgium. I don't know your custom. I touch boobs, no problem, right? I touch under boobs. Hello, I'm from Belgium. Here, drink Jupiler. New Batman game by Telltale. It does look really awesome. Anything about Telltale, I'm down for. I'm ready for him. Have you seen the Assassin's Creed movie trailer? That was actually the last thing they really showed on the E3 conference for Ubisoft, was the Assassin's Creed trailer. It looks good. I'm down for it. I was down for it as soon as they said 2 years ago Michael Fassbender's for it. I'm like, who cares? Give me the movie. And it looks really, really good. Sony isn't fighting hard enough. Well, no. Honestly, most companies, they one year they're really good and one year they're really bad. It takes a year. You cannot, there's no way that one company could constantly keep pumping out major titles. There's no way. You have to have some downtime to create that next big thing. So, I mean, maybe they're going to lose this year, but who knows? Next year they could come back with something absolutely amazing. I heard Hasbro got a lot of the new stuff for the show. Yeah, of course they did. Do you think they will find a sexy ladies to paint? Oh, yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, so for those of you who do follow the Instagram picture, I posted a Instagram, this one. I posted a picture of Mattel's new Ghostbuster line. So not only is Mattel makes a lot of figures. I mean, a few figures that I actually buy. But not only is Mattel pumping out the new female Ghostbusters figures with the craptacular, stupid, happy face bow tie ghost as the Build-A-Figure. And actually the female figures don't look that bad. If they weren't incorporated with this stupid movie that I'm not going to see and can't stand, then I'm fine with it. The figures don't look terrible. But they've made the original 4 Ghostbusters from the first movie in another line with a Build-A-Figure of the ghost symbol. So like the white ghost and then the red with the slash through it. That's the Build-A-Figure in it, which is kind of neat. You get this own little statue out of it. But holy crap, on the back of the box, and this is just, I just looked at it, the back of the box, the Winston Zeddemore figure, right? On the box, like not the figure, the back of the box picture, the Winston Zeddemore, figure, his eyes are doing this. Like one of them's looking up and one of them's looking down. They couldn't even take a good picture of a good toy to put it up, and I'm just losing my mind over this. You're looking at it like these are half-ass figures at best. They're charging $20 a piece just to capitalize on the female Ghostbuster movie. They're looking at it from this way. You might buy the female ones. Oh, you don't like the female ones? Here's the original ones. And the quality control is so shit at Mattel. It is pissing me off more and more. So I know people are like, why is he flicking off the Ghostbusters? That's what he's supposed to like. No. I love the Ghostbusters. The female Ghostbusters can go eat a dick. And then the new figures that they're making, holy crap, quality control is so down at Mattel. They need to be bitch slapped by this guy, and this girl. I mean, the back of the box picture, his eyes are doing this. If you see that stuff in the wild, check it out. I guarantee you'll see the same thing. Own Legend, brilliant film, very creative. Yeah, Legend, definitely. Would have cried if Bethesda said Skyrim VR. Yeah, you were talking about that. They might do it later. They don't have to announce all the games at E3. I know it's sort of like this big build-up. You know, it's like, oh, this game's coming out in 2017, you know. They could just sort of sneak that in there, you know. They don't have to really bring everything up. Haven't been that high in a while. Oh, you're lying to me. You ain't got to lie to me, my friend. So, Skyrim is your thing, but Doctor Who is out of this world. All right, then. But yeah, I'm really pissed off at Mattel. Ghostbusters doing the legendary status a disservice. No, you're exactly right. They are. As soon as they finally got this female Ghostbusters line off the ground and started making it, they knew it was going to generate buzz. Whether it's good buzz or bad buzz, it's buzz in general, and all that means is people are going to start cashing in on that. That's why the movie exists, so they can cash in on it. Instead of writing something brand new and getting people interested in a new idea, they're cashing in on the old stuff, and that's what really pisses me off about Hollywood. And that's another reason why, you know, I'm not super famous on YouTube, because I'm not going to sell out. There's nothing like, if they walked up and they told me, here's a contract that will pay you $100,000 a year to be on YouTube. All you gotta do is make your videos and sell this. If they told me to sell, let's take for instance, the Mattel female Ghostbusters, I would tell them to go eat a dick. Again, one more time, I would tell them that, because I'm not ever going to push a product on my show that I don't believe in. If I buy a toy and I show it to you guys and I think, this is kind of crappy, I'm going to tell you that. That's the same way it goes for me with the damn Loot Crate. I opened multiple Loot Crates, I showed everybody what it was, and I talked about each individual piece and how it affects the crate in general. And the multiple, like 2 or 3 crates in a row that were just one horrible crate and then an amazing crate does not justify $22 a month. And that's something that really pisses me off about the epic rap battles of history that are on YouTube. When I'm watching those are amazing videos, they are, but they're behind the scenes, and you can watch this, their newest one or the one previous one with Gordon Ramsay, I can't remember. One of them, the green screen background where they go to behind the scenes. Halfway through it, they do a promotional take for the Loot Crate box. And they're like jumping around and you get t-shirts and you get this and you get that. And all that is them cashing in on something that they don't believe in, they don't give a damn about, and it just pisses me off. Like, they don't care. It is just another way to make money on YouTube, and it infuriates me. And I hope that anybody who is in here, they ever take something away from this, is that I'm telling you the truth to the best of my knowledge. Oh no, he's sassy tonight. I am. Yeah, hashtag eat a day. There you go. Is Fox gonna drop in? What, are you guys in chat or something? Bethesda leaked new Wolfenstein praise. You hope so. Hey Foxy, how come you didn't stream last week on Friday? I really wasn't feeling good. I just, and it wasn't the bronchitis that I still currently have. It wasn't that. It's just, I didn't have the mental capacity to do this show. And I talked about it earlier. If I was on, I just could not do the show that I should. Do you know Enzio a more big case in WC? Enzio. I don't know. I don't know. Preach, Stephen Clark. Like I said, that's just my take on it. Like, if somebody came to me and says, here's a product that we want you to sell on your show, and I didn't believe in it, I would not put it towards you. It's the same I go with these damn mystery boxes. If you don't think you should spend enough money on the random thing that you might get in here, then don't. The figure is nice, but if you're going to end up with 6 damn bobblehead Wandas, it's not worth your money. I do like these, but as far as Mattel stuff, especially the Ghostbusters stuff, stay the hell away from it. That's why I never subscribe to shit crate. That's the way to do it. I mean, like I said, every once in a while you'll get an amazing crate. It'll blow your mind. It's like $20 for a pop and a t-shirt and a comic book. Totally worth it. And the next one you get a coin and a squishy rock. Like, what? Where does that justify my $20? Eat all the day. That's right. Thoughts, Nerdy, on the PlayStation VR are you getting? I will not be getting it. I never buy any new technology right off the box. Same thing with the PlayStation 4. I waited. I played my Xbox 360 for over a year after both the Xbox One and the PlayStation launched, because I don't like buying things that technically the bugs aren't worked out in. I generally wait a year before I buy anything. However, the VR looks absolutely amazing. I just don't think quite the technology is there. Like, when I think of VR, I want to slap that thing on and then go into Fallout, you know, and it's not there yet. The same thing with, crap, my mind just went blank. Call of Duty. Like, I would love to play Call of Duty with the VR. Can you imagine, like, you turn your head and you're actually looking at this side of the map, and you turn, you're actually, you know, going through it? That would be amazing, but it's not there yet. It's not quite there yet. It's not worth my money just yet. Something they love to become a sellout. That's true. Hopefully the Nintendo NX will put Nintendo back on the map. Game Man, look, I'm a Nintendo fan. I mean, obviously, these are my Nintendos. Like, I love Nintendo. I mean, we are doing the Nintendo Brawl on Instagram, and people, every time they see it, like, oh, I love that game, but I love this game too. They have this hard tornness between all these Nintendo games, because Nintendo really was the format of what gaming is today. I know some of you old school, they're on television, that's the way to go with the television. Or if you're list switch, you're going even further back than that. But I mean, even Atari, yes, it did start the build, but they didn't really have story mode campaigns until Nintendo. Nintendo laid the foundation for the games we play today. However, over the years, I think that Nintendo has solely lost its way with trying to keep itself in the family-based. I like that, but the gamers today are not looking for a family-based game. Yes, they'll play Mario or Metroid or Mega Man or any of those classic ones, but they're not going to sit there in the immersed world that things like Fallout or Watch Dogs or Call of Duty. NX better not be simple. I better not, but honestly, I don't think Nintendo's there yet until they wake up and then they see that the gamer generation that they built and they grew up doesn't want these kiddie games anymore. You on the money, Nerdy? Same thought with the VR. Awesome. N64 with GoldenEye. That is my N64, and my GoldenEye is sitting right over there. Yes. WWE Enzo and Big Cass 2-pack figure going up. Well, there you go, man. Honestly, I consider that a steal. I'm glad that you got what I don't collect wrestling figures anymore. Like, it has to be a classic wrestling figure for me to get it. I don't collect the new stuff. Now that you say that, Enzo, I know who Enzo is, but I'm not sure who Big Cass is. I'll fill you in on that. Only review the stuff I like. Yeah, right. That's the way you should be. And honestly, I think that everybody should. You should not promote something just because you're getting paid for it. If you don't believe in the product, you should not be there. Nintendo failed when they tried to... Yeah, that's true. You're exactly right. They really are. And the Nintendo still stays in that medium box of family friendly because they won't open it up. And then they bring out crap like the Wii U. The Wii was groundbreakingly amazing. It seriously was awesome. Like, I bought a Wii very soon after it came out, and I know it breaks my rules, but I wanted to bowl. I wanted to do all that stuff. It was so cool to be able to hold, it bowled right when I told it to bowl, and all that. I say the VR is a bad idea around me, but that's just me. I think give it some time. Love games and trophies. Yes, you do. Did you think the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition was worth it? Hang on, let me get it. I'll get back to that. Ask me in just a minute. 45 Platinums. Don't be bragging because Soul Reaper's in here. He's about to shut you down. But like Nintendo with the Wii, it was so cool and groundbreaking. I think everybody got one. Almost everybody bought one because it was different. You're not sitting there doing this all the time. You're actually standing up and doing something. And then they tried to change that magic with the Wii U and gave you a handheld device that's attached to your TV sometimes, but it's sort of like the Wii 2, but even with the Wii 2, it's not really because you got to buy a whole new system for another $300, and nobody did it. I mean, a few people did it, but the main gaming community was like, I'm not going to buy that, including me. I'll never have a Wii U. Even if it's on sale, it's pointless to me. It is one of those things that they tried. It was an epic fail, and maybe the NX will bring it out, but they need to change their format. They either need to make handheld games and call it quits, or they need to step up and start making something for everybody. Looking to sell Undertaker 1980s action figure. Well, I don't want it. What is up, J Dooba Dooba Dooba? Because if I don't say hello to J Dooba Dooba, he gets all tisty, and whenever he gets all tisty, his beard starts going, brrr, and we don't want J Dub going, brrr, because if J Dub goes, brrr, we are in for a world of hurt. Then the SS Sega Saturn Neo Geo Pocket. There you go. 45. I got nice to 30. I have two. I have two Platinums. I have a Rocket League Platinum and I have a Fallout 4 Platinum. Wii U was cool for like a month and that's it. Yeah, and then you wasted your money on something you probably barely pick up. The only reason I would even want it is for the Mario Maker, but again, I don't have the time for it. VR Mini Golf, bringing it on. There you go. Nice cowboy, Jabba Dooba Dooba. See, I'm drinking water as well. With some blood and gore. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even say blood and gore. Just start getting normal titles on your system. Like, if you look at the biggest selling games of the last 4 years, Nintendo is not on any of the top 10 because no gamer plays those anymore. They're aimed towards kids and then the classic generation. It's like, I want to play some Mario. And it's still good. It's not that they're bad games. It's just that you need something like Call of Duty on your system. Like if I was going to make the Jizzy 4000, with an awesome white controller, I would start getting titles, amazing titles like Assassin's Creed or Fallout or Call of Duty or any of those games on my system because I want it to fucking sell. Master Wii Bowling because I knew how to get a strike. There you go, bragging again. I have Wolfenstein and new Need for Speed Platinum. Need for Speed looks really good. I want it. 106 Platinums and counting. There we go. A little bit of rivalry going on. I have two. I'm not going to brag about my two because I've got other things to do. J Deer Beef on. What the hell is that? Alright, so any of you new guys just came in here, make sure you guys vote in the cartoon brawl. Speed Racer versus Butthead. Typing them into capital letters. What about Homeless Man action figure? That actually comes free with all the Jizzy 4000 home consoles. He's actually in the side box right next to him. He's got thumbs up and no pants. You think Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition? Thank you, Steven. I was coming back to it, man. All right, so I do have the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition. I bought it aftermarket, so technically I had 2 copies of Fallout. But anyway, I bought it because I really wanted the Pip-Boy. It looked really, really good. That being said, shot myself in the foot. Sort of, because with the new Bethesda thing at E3, they launched a new Pip-Boy that is Bluetooth. It's Bluetooth related. So when you're wearing it, not only is it more detailed than the one that he mentioned up here, it actually flips through the screens without having to put your iPhone or something in it. So you don't have to put your phone in it. It automatically is built into the screen, and it's really, really cool. It looks really, really awesome. It comes in like an ammo case. And it's $350, which, if you know anything about the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition, it's roughly in the ballpark of that. It's about $100 more, but it's actually a working Pip-Boy. So, and they actually make a little bit more of them than they did with that one. So what is my thought on it? Bought it brand new, never used it. However, want a new one. I know they made a new one, so I'm just like, shit, I won't get it. I'm not going to waste my time and my resources trying to hunt one down, because I'll never get it straight off the site. Those scalpers, those fast scalpers, get it constantly. I didn't know about that new Pip-Boy. I'm sorry, man. Uh-oh, Brockett. Where'd you get one? I bought it aftermarket. I got a really, really good deal on it. I paid a little bit over retail, which is fine on something that's a limited edition like that. But the new one doesn't launch until... damn, I want to say September or something like that. But, I mean, you're going to have to fight scalpers, and then you're going to have to fight this stupid line where they put like a robot army in front of you. It's just a pain in the ass, and it's not worth it. I love a helmet. Ruda. What it do, Fox, Mr. Clounce? What's going on, man? Okay, Drew, I'm playing for the next week straight non-stop trophy time. Boom. No more faux show. Ain't no show for the faux show because it's got to do some platinums. Nintendo just focus on handhelds. They really do. They need to stick with what they know, and handhelds are really, really popular with kids. When they keep doing these consoles and they undersell, especially with stuff like Sony and Xbox, it doesn't make any sense. I have 2 platinums. I play too many games to chase many. That's the way to do it, honestly. Where's Fatality, sad face? You keep it in your pants, young mommy. I have 13 until my girlfriend came along. Yes, but think about how many sex trophies you earned since then. Do it, faux show. Evening, nerdy. Mr. Raven6. What is going on? All right, guys. So, yeah, let's do this. Something I don't want to talk about. I don't like doing this. My show is involved enough to where you can sort of sit on your couch for a while, or sit in front of your TV and just sort of like melt in there. That is the point of this show. It's not supposed to be one of these things where you learn a lot or really even care what's going on. It's just mindless dribble for about 2 hours, and then you go off and masturbate into a cup or something. You know, that's pretty much the idol of this show. I don't talk about politics or religion or any world events. I can't do it. I don't like doing it. There he is! See, young mommy, you unzip your pants and he shall appear. It's all good, bro. Hogan's holding leads. That's right. Scalpers, I agree. 100%. I don't like doing that because I like to at least take a time to get out of the norm. I don't like being the news. I don't want to be the news. I don't like any news. I barely watch it at all. Free Pip-Boy if you buy action. That's the way to do it. But I have to do this. I have to, because it's just it's sickening to me, and it's pissing me off. So without further ado, it is time for one of my favorite things. It is Flag Facts. That's right. This evening we are rocking the rainbow flag, also known as the peace flag or humanity's flag. Some people call it the gay flag, the gay pride flag. That is actually incorrect. It started as a peace flag way before the LGBT rights movements or any of that stuff ever came along. This flag represented peace, and it always should represent peace. And so let me talk to you guys a little bit about it's called the rainbow flag or the peace flag, and I like to call it the humanity flag because that's what it boils down to, because each individual one of these colors means something to the human race, and that's the way it should stay. And with the horrific events that happened this weekend in Florida, it was just one of those things that you gotta, I don't like talking about it, and it pisses me off with every thought. Regardless if the guy was associated with ISIS or anything, he took it upon himself to take the lives of over 50 people for the fact of he didn't agree with them. And my point is who the fuck cares? I don't give a damn. If you don't like two guys kissing, fine, walk away. You don't like two girls kissing, who the hell cares? It's none of your business. Most people don't bother you anyway, and someone like that, they're going to take time to avoid. So after all that crap that went down, it was just absolutely horrific, and it just pisses me off that this person just couldn't go and off himself in a closet instead of having to go and take 50 plus people with him. So tonight we are rocking this on two occasions. One, for the actual peace and humanity, and to bring the world together under this flag. It is not the gay flag, it is the humanity peace flag. That's what this is. Let me tell you what this is. In the most common and recent designs of the rainbow flag, which is this one, representing peace, first used in Italy at the Peace March in 1961. Look at the difference in that. 1961 is the first time this was ever flown and had nothing to do with gay rights. The flag was inspired by a simply multicolored flag used in demonstrations against nuclear weapons. The red on the very end stands for courage. The orange offers the vision of possibilities. The yellow represents the challenges that the green and kind-hearted. The green indicates a challenge to cooperatives and strive for growth of the membership and understanding that aims for the values of other cooperations. The dark blue suggests pessimism, a reminder that the less fortunate people have needs that may not be met through the benefits of the corporation. And the violet is the color of warmth, beauty, and friendship. This has nothing to do with people's sexual orientations. It has everything to do with what we are. We are not multiple individual races spread out across this earth. We are one race, and that is the human race. And that is the way that it should be at all times. And again, I don't like bringing politics or anything horrific in this world, but sometimes it is need to be said and needs to be brought to the attention of the world that you just need to stop and just realize that, you know, it's like Operation Hug the World. It's like the Faux Show GQ Smooth always says, Operation Hug Our World, and that's what you should do because you don't know how long you're going to be here. So embrace the ones you love, embrace the people of this earth, and you know what? Just walk out there and give some random person a hug because you know what? Maybe that's all it took to take that piece of shit killer that did this horrific event to change his mind. Maybe that's all it took, but somebody didn't do it. So I'm just going to leave it on that. I'm going to stop talking about it, but I'm going to leave this up for the remaining few shows just to show that it doesn't matter how you try to bring us down in this world, we will always rise up. All right, so that is all for the flag facts. Again, for the next few shows, it's going to just stay there. That's the way I feel about it. And honestly, nobody should be ruled out in this world because of their race or their religion or what they believe in or who they love or what they collect or anything on that line. Nobody should ever be left out in this earth because of that. And that is why the Faux Show's message does ring true to me. If you see somebody out there and they seem down, just say hi. You know, maybe that one little bit will change their world. That's all I have for you. Well said, got a mind easily brainwashed, but what? I'm just not speaking because I don't want to offend Muslims. It's not about Muslims. It has nothing to do with the Muslim community. ISIS has nothing to do with Muslims. There are multiple great people on this earth from all different types of religion. It doesn't matter who they are, it matters what they do in this life. And if you choose to be a white person and go into a church and murder people, which happened last year, that is not a Muslim thing. That is an individual thing. The individual causes the act, not the religion. And that is the way it is. You can start to blame a race, or you can start to blame a nationality all you want, but the simple fact is that one person did the act, not his religion, and not because he was something like this. And that's the way it always should stay. They should start, the media is the problem, is because the media needs to stop saying, oh, he was Muslim. Who the hell cares what he was? He was a piece of shit, and that's where it needs to stay. He was a horrible human being. He's a human being, not a race, not a color. That's the way it needs to stay. So, I mean, it's not about speaking. You should speak, but you should also know your facts as well. Sometimes you can't cure the sick. They should take others with. Yeah, no, it's right. They really shouldn't. They should just take themselves out. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that suicide is the answer. I'm just saying if you think that you're going to take a mass bunch of people out, take yourself out first and stop it where it's at. Show some toys. We will. That's why I don't like talking about it. I don't like bringing it down. But when something like this pisses me off, and it really does, because this one person just couldn't let it go. So many people paid the ultimate price, and it doesn't make any sense to me. All right, so. Sorry, Raven, you're exactly right. And that's why I don't like doing it. I don't like bringing it up, but it needs to be done. It needs to be said. Maybe on my tiny little show, some of these bigger YouTubes might pick up a little bit of class. Yeah, but religion teaches these things, which is sad. Some does. But in the end, see, I grew up with partial religion and then partially no religion, and I had a choice to make as to what I wanted to do. And in the end, you may be brought up in the religion, but you can choose not to do whatever they tell you to do. In the end, you're left with your own choice in general. So that Fallout, build your own vault. Sorry. You got vent. We get it. Thank you, JW. Is your beard starting to take back over? But see, that's why I don't like talking about it. I don't, because it makes me mad, and it brings out the wrong side of what this show is. Transorg. That's wrong. Mr. Fizz. Transorg, man, the one guy in this entire world I can't get to chat other than Trav. It's like when I'm trying to watch an awesome show on Netflix, Trav's like, ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. And then I invite him into my chat, and he's like, nope, sorry, bro, not gonna happen. Same thing with Transorg up here, man. I invite Transorg all the time. He's like, nah, rock my belt buckles on my shoes. I can't do it. I got to take my shoes off. Then I got to go chase pot of golds all the time. And then here I am, not talking to anybody. It's late. Yeah, you can't say it's late because I invited you like at 11 o'clock in the afternoon one time. Angry Jizzy, that's right. Transorg, nice pop today. Yeah, Transorg's really getting in the pop game, seriously. Any ideas where to get Metal Gear Solid merch? It depends on what you're looking for, man. Like, old school Metal Gear stuff is really expensive, and even the new stuff, I don't know. Everyone should have their own unique beliefs, I say. I agree with that. But again, in the end, it's their choice to do the action, and they don't have to. We're all humans with brains inside them. Use it, don't abuse it. That's the way to do it. Don't interrupt my show with chat requests. It's all right. Look, I'll talk about it. Like, so I have to have husband-wife time. That is the way that my life exists. When you're married for a long time, you have to have husband-wife time, especially when you both have opposite jobs. And then I have this show. You have to have husband-wife time. My husband-wife time happens to have, hanging out watching Netflix, or hanging out watching streams, or hanging out watching something, because this is America, and I'll be damned if I'm going to get up and do something with my fat ass. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to watch something. And what I don't need is come chat with me. And then when I finally give you the time to come and chat, you don't even come in. So to you, or homeless man. Yeah, I prefer the old stuff to the new rubbish, in my opinion. I mean, eBay is probably your best bet with that kind of stuff, but even with that, there's a lot of scalpers out there. Happy wife, happy life. What would you know about a happy wife? You've been married for like, what, 8 days? Holy crap, you newbie. Thoughts on the SJW complaining about the X-Men Apocalypse on the billboards? I mean, the thing is, again, it goes back to the same thing. Everybody has their own opinion. I think you should form your own opinion on whatever it is. I can show you the product, I can watch the movie, and I can give you my opinion on it. But in the end, my opinion means jack shit when your opinion is all that matters to you. So take your own with it. Mr. Joker, I saw you creeping up there. Netflix and chill. Yep. Where's the guys today? You feeling better, bro? I am still sick, and the Geist is sick too. So that's how it is. Almost 1 year now. Don't even start with your 1 year. Do you have any idea what 1 year is in marriage? The first 2 or 3 years just sort of fly by. I'm blissful. It's the later years where you gotta struggle and do stuff, So don't even start with that. But I enjoy the catch up on the 1-2 time. Wink, wink. Hit me up if you want to party chat, Jizzy. I'll pick you up sometime, definitely. Rocket Leave is live. Yeah, it is, and you're really good at it, but I like to hear that Irish accent. Sometimes I want to hear you be putting your belt buckles on and not me in my head putting your belt buckles on. Buka's flirting with someone. I don't know who it is. There's that word again, scalpers. 1 year. See, Liswitz knows. This man knows how to do a marriage right, but doom, 8 years feels like yesterday. Well, yeah, that's because you have a kid every 30 minutes. Did you watch the new Ghostbusters? No. Why would I? No, it's not even out yet, is it? If it is, no. That billboard was fine because they super people. What? Is it my baby, Jizzy? It is your baby. It is Baby Fatality. It is coming out my butthole in October. All right, so let's do this. Let's open up some toys. We have brought it down. We brought the show down. We're gonna bring it back up. So I showed this a little bit earlier. I picked up a couple of these mystery boxes today. These science fiction mystery boxes. I don't buy a lot of them because I don't like the mystery. I want to know what I'm buying. Like when I buy a pop, unless it's like one of those super mystery ones where you know you're going to get like a Batman or a golden Batman, you know, pretty much you can't lose. The same way with the Deadpools. It's cool that way. But this, let's see, there's 15 choices. There's 15 chances on the back of what you're going to get. Now, granted, I already have the Voltron and I think the Cylon. I have the Voltron and the Cylon. But I was at my local GameStop today and they had them on sale for like $3 a piece. So I'm like, you know what? At $3 I'll take a chance. But generally these things go like around $8 or something like that. So it's $8 and you don't know exactly what you're getting. And like me, if you buy two, you might end up with the same damn thing twice. So that's why, I mean, unless you're just a serious collector, I really wouldn't go for it. But, you know, take one for a chance every once in a while is fine. But whom is taking care of my soul? Your soul is actually in the Ghostbuster trap. It's back there somewhere. Anyone bought the new Space Ghost? I've seen it twice. I've seen the Space Ghost pop twice. And it looks really, really good. I probably will get it eventually. But right now, I'm sort of consolidating my pops. Like, it has to be an amazing pop for me to buy it now. Like, it is not because it's a Space Ghost isn't an amazing pop. It's more or less like, do I really have the room for a Space Ghost pop? I would like to get Godzilla. I want the Voltron. $3 is awesome. Yeah, for a mystery of this chance, yeah, $6, fine by me. Send me spares. Come on, Wanda. All right, so I have no idea. All right, let's find out. I got this guy, which makes it totally worthless. I think it's Commander Kirk. I think it's Commander Kirk, William Shatner, whenever he was battling like one of the Gorgs or something on the original Star Trek. I think that's what that is. But overall, yeah. Have you gotten the new Ghostbusters High C yet? I haven't seen it. I would totally get myself some Ecto Cooler, man. I loved Ecto Cooler back in the day. I got the dog meat pop, but did you get the flocked dog meat pop? You always have room for a pop. My pop game is going to take a break before I... No, you're exactly right. No, I feel the same way, and that's why it has to be an amazing pop for me to pick it up. $3 to $4 should be retail. It really should, because honestly, a normal pop is between 9 and 12, and these are almost 8, and you don't really know what you're going to get. So I think it's just have you seen the Space Ghost pop? I have not seen it. Well, Raven, man, I mean, I can try my shop again and see if they have it and maybe ship it to you, but I mean, it just came out, so you might want to give it a little time. So let's try one more time, see what we're gonna get. DIA Spock versus Kirk. Oh, that might be what that is. It'd be nice if they had a Spock to go with it, you know, like that would make sense if they had Kirk and Spock, you know, that would make a set, but they don't. It's just Kirk. Never tried Ecto Cooler before. Born too late. Yeah, I remember Ecto Cooler back in the day. All right, so here we go. Let's find out what we're going to get. Oh, okay. Back in the box games, top will never. We got a Cylon, which I already have this Cylon, I believe, somewhere out there. So we got a Cylon, which is really cool. This is the classic Battlestar Galactica Cylon. It's not the New Age ones, which are... I got to move some stuff. Which are these. These are the new Cylons, the Cylon Centurion, and these are the classic ones. I actually have a pop of this one. He is right there. What series is that? This is series 2 of the sci-fi. I think the Toy Den nerds got Space Ghost. They might actually, yeah. So that's a good way to do it. High C Ecto Cooler. You should use some Google sometime. Ecto Cooler, my lunchbox drink. I would totally get it. I'm waiting to see it in person, and that's what I want. So while we got this out, let's open up the Battlestar Galactica Cylon Centurion. I have a little one. Was that Data? That was not Data. And before we show, on the back, they show that the 3 that they make, which is 6, Starbuck, and then this one as well. They only make 3, and we actually have 6. I opened it a few shows ago. I got Spock like that from Series 1. Oh, okay, so that's how they did it. They did Spock in one, and then Kirk in the other. I got you. Classic is better. Honestly, I don't think so. Like, they revamped Battlestar Galactica, and they made it very, very, like, new age and congruent, whereas the old school stuff was just sort of like, it was like, they did one thing an episode, they did one thing an episode, they did one thing an episode, whereas the new stuff, it's like, they did part of thing in one episode, and then episode 4, they sort of completed what they did in episode 1, so it made things make more sense, and it was very, very good and congruent, so I'll battle you on that one. Alright, so the Centurion out the box, that looks pretty cool, man. Sometimes I don't like the giant heads on the pops, but it works because you know it's a pop. But I like it. There's a lot of detail. There's nothing like this. It's not one of those things they took and they repainted instantly. It's one of those, like, I mean, they actually took some time to, oh cool, his head turns all the way around. They took some time to revamp and, you know, remodel this. No, old TV show only. Don't fight me on this one. Nothing beats Mystery Mini something. Damn, I missed it, sorry. See, this is bad when I don't have the guys to help me repeat. Prefer the old school Battlestar, but the story is better. See, there you go. That makes sense. But see, Starbuck is so much hotter in the new stuff than it is in the old one. The first you opened Data. No, the first I opened is Kirk. That is Captain Kirk. See, I figured it out. Didn't have to be told. And then the Cylon. So maybe Captain Kirk is fighting a Cylon. Just... you almost need a new shelf for your Pops. Well, I actually do. I have a shelf over there dedicated to Pops. I posted a picture a couple times, but it's actually starting to sort of like fall out and throw up over there. But I like the Centurion. I think it looks really, really cool. Never tried Ecto Cooler because I'm bored too late. Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's why they're bringing it back, so you get your chance, man. You can tell them I said that. That's fine. Taking a break after my next Grail package. Building for something spectacular. You will need time. But show me. Give me the insight, man. Come on. I've never seen the new one, but Starbuck is a girl. Yes, but she's really, really cool. I think you would enjoy it. You need to check it out. I mean, seriously, Buka. You know, take my advice. You took my advice on Daredevil. Take my advice on Battlestar. Nothing beats Mystery Mini's Armored Batman. Thanks, Benny. Dr. Jekyll, what is going on? How are you doing, my man? There's a little bit of Sean Connery mixed in there. Huge Jizzy drinking a 2-liter Coke. I know, right? I'm so gigantic. But let me talk about this. So I try to talk about, you know, multiple things. It generally ends up being toys and stuff, but TV shows. So over the weekend on Netflix, they unlocked the new Voltron series. It was a series for Voltron made strictly by Netflix. And Vinny watched an episode and a half and stuff like that. And I asked him, I said, what's it like? And he says it's really, really good. So I decided to give it a try today. So I watched the first 2 episodes of the new Voltron series on Netflix. And my opinion is it is absolutely awesome. I love it. And it's very anime-ish. And that's really rare for me to say that. So people like Swap Meet and Fizz Kid, I think it's right up your alley. It is classic 80s. It feels 80s, but in the long run, it's one of those congruent stories. Like, in general, like, everything from, like, Transformers and G.I. Joe was one episode. We gotta get Cobra. We almost got Cobra. We lost Cobra. Next episode, we gotta get Cobra. We almost got Cobra. We lost. They were trying to sell toys. They didn't care about the congruent storyline. And the same way with Voltron. I know Sunday Heat about to pull out something and smack me with it. I'm serious, but all those 80s shows, He-Man, Turtles, Voltron, Transformers, they were all the same. It was one episode, one and done. You could watch it. You don't need to see the next one unless it was a special part 2. But most of the time, it was one episode. We got to get Megatron. We didn't get Megatron in the episode. Same way with Voltron. This is a congruent story, and it's so cool. I absolutely love it, and I highly, highly recommend it. Need to get my Netflix back on. Yes, you do that, one guy, man. I'm sad to say this is your last show. It makes me sad. Okay, just walked back in. New Voltron, yes. 8 pops in our current order list. That's how we do it. Power Ranger is kind of the same too. No, it is. You're exactly right, Game Man. I'm not saying it's not. They were there to sell toys. Yeah, mate refused to pay 80 quid for him, though. I don't blame him. But yeah, it's awesome. The first episode is like an hour long, then everything after that is 30 minutes or like 28 minutes, something like that. But they're really, really cool. They're very anime. It's very anime-ish. So if you like anime, it's right up your alley. If you like 80s cartoons, it's right up your alley. And if you just like Voltron in general, I think you're going to love it. We just love those old shows because we grew up watching them. And it's true, and that's why. I mean, I love the Ninja Turtles. I love the Ninja Turtles. But you cannot watch more than 4 episodes before you want to blow your brains against the wall. It is very, very... Gotta get Shredder. We almost got Shredder. We lost Shredder. I mean, every episode. Oh, God. But... nowadays, they're starting to make, cohesive stories that sort of, span for the whole series. And you're like, oh, who is that guy in the shadows? Oh, we won't find out till episode 8. The same way with this. It's really, really good, and I highly recommend it. Want them Gem DVDs? Gem is excitement. Ooh, Shane O'Mac. I wonder if it's on Hulu. It is not on Hulu. It is strictly a Netflix series. Netflix developed it, so you won't get it anywhere else. Now, kind of like with Orange is the New Black, that is a Netflix series, but it is on DVD now, so you can buy it on DVD for $12 for the whole season. So if you want to wait, you can wait and then buy it on DVD, but it's really good. There's only 434 ends in 15 hours. What? The animation? Damn, I missed it. Sorry, man. Damn good thing I binged in Daredevil last week. Yeah, Daredevil's amazing. It really is. I mean, honestly, for the price, Netflix has, a bunch of movies you can watch, but honestly, the stuff that they're creating is really, really good. And it's like Orange is the New Black, Daredevil, Jessica Jones. We started watching Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is... the first episode's really hard to get into, but we're like on episode 6, and it's starting to develop a good story. So, I mean, Netflix shows are better than the crap they put on there that you grew up watching, to me. Gotta consider it. My eyes on... Damn! I love 80 shows. Liz Switz on the next Dick Clark. Liz Switz is the next Dick Clark of YouTube. I would love to see that. I really would. We talking pops. We talking everything. Claire Bear, what is going on, girly pants? How are you doing, girl? I hope you're doing well. Good to have you in here. Speaking of Claire Bear, I gotta take this shirt off. I know that it looks dapper and looks badass, but I gotta take it off. It is too damn hot. You'd like it average, just badass and funny. It is, and it turns out that Glenn from The Walking Dead actually voices one of the main characters. So if you're not into it for, just the actual cool action scenes and classic 80s nostalgia, then you can at least go there for Glenn. Bob Ross on Netflix. Yeah, it is Dirty South, but it's not the joy of painting with Bob Ross. It's not the stuff that we grew up with on the on PBS. It's not that. It's sort of different, but again, it's Bob Ross. Steak. Take it off. Take it all off. No, it's too hot. I did Dapper for an hour, and that's all I got. Well, you guys won me over. I'm gonna watch it. It's awesome. It's really good. I highly recommend it. I think you'll enjoy it. Stick it up to strip music. Jerry Cox not here. Watch the show Love on Netflix. Watch the show Love on Netflix. Darkside, when you get a stream, then you can tell people what to watch. But in my stream, you don't tell them what to watch. I hope you're doing better, by the way. You don't have to. Don't feel like you have to do it for me. I'm not too bad. Had a cold for 4 weeks. Got Dr. Friday. I still have bronchitis. It's been a month now, so I totally feel you. Got my eyes on. Got my ones ready. Oh, you're gonna start dishing it? Cool. Striptease, yay! What is going on, Dan Fro? Still hanging out. Appreciate that, man. Getting naked. Banned. Watching True Blood. I couldn't get into True Blood. I mean, from what I understand, it's an amazing series. Lots of people love it. It was one of those cult phenomenons. I watched like the first 4 episodes. I'm just like, eh. But I'm not into vampires or wizards or any of that stuff. Like, I can't get into it. Like, and this comes from the guy who loves time travel. But I mean, like, it's not my bag, baby. I tried. But if you love it, awesome. Jizzy sent you a pic on IG. I will check it out momentarily when I get off the show. Telling you, and thanks, asshole. I started watching Jessica Jones' first 3 shows. Does it get better? It does. Rabbit, I understand where you're coming from because a lot of people don't know who Jessica Jones is. Even if you read the comics, it's sort of different than the comic books. I mean, it plays along some guidelines, but overall, Jessica Jones takes some time to get into. But, I mean, after you get past the hardcore sex scenes in it, yeah, after you get past the hardcore sex scenes, it starts to actually tell a really, really good story. I would say continue to watch it, check it out, wait till the final episode. I know it's a while away, but the payoff is worth it. Warcraft is amazing. Is it? Okay, cool. Waiting for iZombie to come out over here. They have the first season on Netflix, and it was really good. And technically I could watch the second season, but I don't feel like recording it. So is it a kissing tale, you and Fox? Warcraft is awesome. She would know. Said the same about Star Trek. Uh-oh, what did he say the same about Star Trek? Because, I mean, I love the new Star Trek movies. I think the third one's going to be just as good as the previous ones. It is very crisp and clean and has lots of lens flare. I love lens flare. Doesn't bronchitis usually last a week or two? Honestly, it just depends. Like, I went back to the doctor today because, like, it's been a month and I still haven't got over this, and I actually went to the doctor 2 weeks ago. They prescribed something that made me feel a little bit better, but I'm still in it. So they actually did x-rays today to make sure that it is bronchitis and not something else. And I just got this buildup in the bottom of my lungs, and I'm not coughing enough to get any of that out. Every time I cough, it's all free, just me coughing. And nothing's actually getting out of there. So they gave me this shot in my ass, which was excellent. And then they gave me this antibiotic, this like super antibiotic, and then this amazing cough syrup, which I haven't tried yet. I watched a new X-Men movie on 123 Movies too. What'd you think about it? I'm jelly, bruh, because I got a shot in the ass. Bronco tits, that's right. Was not into it, now love it. Yeah, I mean, the Captain Kirk stuff is very cheesy. I mean, it's not bad, but it's cheesy. The Next Generation was really, really good, but it had moments to where you're kind of like, are they going to do anything? Like, because it was very silent. And I know why, I think it was Gene Roddenberry. I know why Roddenberry did it that way, because in space there is no sound. But there's times when they're thinking and there's no sound at all. And you find yourself going, what were they talking about? You know, and you think of yourself. They had some good seasons, but there's some seasons where you're just like, you know, and then they did Babylon 5 and Deep Space Nine and blah, 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 and all that stuff, those spin-off series. And then they did Enterprise with Scott Bakula, which was kind of cool for the first season, and after that it was like, bleh. But the movies are so big and bad and beautiful, so I totally agree. Haha, ass play, ass shots are always fun. You gotta stop playing with my heart. We're about to eat. Later, Master Toke, man. Have a wonderful dinner. Thank you so much for stopping by. Data was the best on the show. Well, yes, of course Data was. LeVar Burton. No, that's not Data. That's just Jordy. Data. Because he was so, like, blank face. And then he went on to play the professor in Independence Day. If you didn't know that, the crazy hair professor in Independence Day that actually got choked by the alien in that weird bunker in Area 57 was actually Data from Star Trek The Next Generation. And he's going to be in the new one. And what's my opinion on the new Independence Day? Why not? Sure, who cares? I mean, it's going to be a big movie. Is it going to be as good as the first one? Not a chance in hell. It will not be. Nothing will beat Bill Pullman's speech at the end of Independence Day 4. Nothing. Sorry. It is one of the greatest speeches in all of cinema. It really is. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. This is our Independence Day. Oh my God. I remember sitting in the theater, and when he said that, I was like all the warmth just went up, and I was like, it is my Independence Day. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to take on the aliens. I'm with you, Will Smith. You know, like, I felt like that. Nothing is going to beat that speech. It is a sequel, which I'm fine. As long as they didn't try to revamp the movie. Like, if they did Independence Day again and did the same crap again, oh, God. But they got most of the original actors, all except Will Smith, which is fine. I think it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I know, right? Mr. Carnage, man, thank you so much for stopping in. I'm sorry. Brent Spiner, yeah. So a little bit of knowledge dropped on you. And then again, somebody dropping some dumb knowledge that said they didn't know Super Shredder was Kevin Nash from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2. How'd you not know that? Yeah, Kevin Nash, the wrestler, Big Diesel was Super Shredder. All 4 seconds of him. Later, my man. I'm upset that Will Smith didn't do the second one. I am too. He really had no reason not to. Like, my schedule's, no, I don't want it. No, you didn't want to do it. That's what it boils down to. It has nothing to do with your schedule. You just didn't want to do another Independence Day, which is fine, but they got the majority of the cast to come back, so I think it's going to be great. I didn't know either. That's one of those things I learned a long time ago because he's actually credited as Kevin Nash, and I was like, Kevin Nash? Yeah, Kevin Nash. Drew said that. I don't care. I don't care. Don't be defending him. He was probably in mid-stroke whenever he did. He's like, hey, babe. Did you know Kevin Nash was in Turtles 2? Hey, whatever. I just said that about the guy who's really badass with nunchucks. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Jada ran him out. Oh, man. Let's see. I need to know. They got Will Smith in it. They might have Will Smith in it for a few minutes. He may do one of those quick cameos of death or something, but it doesn't count. Will Smith sucks as an actor. Anyway, I don't think he sucks as an actor. I really like Will Smith. I mean, he's one of my top actors. He's been in a lot of great movies. But I think he should have came back. I love the new Voltron. It's the 80s with the new storyline. See, this man agrees. And I say that the Voltron is an awesome show on Netflix. I highly recommend it. Because he wouldn't win an Oscar. That's a point. That's a good point. Kevin Nash, dead or alive. Finest acting ever. I was too young to pay attention to the credits. It has nothing to do about the credits. It's one of those things you look up later on, you know, when you're sitting around and like, let's watch the credits. Oh, Kevin Nash. All right, so let's open up this. I got a package. I ordered it, so I'm not exactly sure which it is, but it says Fragile on the back, which I love anything that is fragile. I was too young to pay attention. Yeah, we know. Yeah, I thought Will Smith playing Deathstroke terrifies. See, that's what I don't get. He'll play Deathstroke, but he won't, bring back his own characters. Like, not Deathstroke, Deadshot. He's playing Deadshot, not Deathstroke. All right. I got to open this carefully because I know what it is. And if it's what I think it is, then Fox and FizzKid, get your lube ready. I don't want to do what I did with Game Dungeons thing and, rip right through it. So I'm taking my time. Welcome to Earth. May have to leave for a bit. Flashy lights here. Oh, no. All right. Well, that's all right. We'll still be here for a little bit longer. I'm going to roll it probably till 2.5 hours. So you got another hour and a little bit to come back. All right. So here it is. Here it is. Fragile. Don't be spoiling stuff, Fox. Oh, shit. Yes. Okay, we're good. Their lube is always ready. Yeah, right. It's like whenever you're born, you get like a fog respirator in a bottle of lube. No, right, but I'm British and I'm female. Here's your lube. You never know when you're going to need lube. I actually have lube on hand. See? Always have lube on hand. Now that's what I call a close encounter. All right. All right, I'll show you this one. I bought 2 comics. Basically for everything on eBay, this comic, the second one I'm going to show you, was the price of, I got for 2. So I was like, totally worth it, totally worth it. Don't be early and ruin my firsties. All right, so this is the Uncanny X-Men Giant Size issue 275. just a badass cover in general. Just looks really, really cool. My curiosity is piquing me to see if it's one of those wraparound covers. Don't drink it. Don't drink it. It is. It's a wraparound cover. I love wraparound covers. They don't do these anymore. They don't do these kind of covers anymore. Look how badass that is. That awesome artwork. Is that Jim Lee? Yeah, it's Jim Lee artwork. Like, just, that is so amazing. It looks so crisp and clean. And honestly, that's how everything is in here. Like, that's how the art flows through the entire comic. Lube on hand, huh? Absolutely love this comic, and the thing is, I got it for the same price I would have paid for just one of them. Totally worth it for Uncanny X-Men 75. Now, who needs lube? Use spit. Sometimes spit don't work. Sometimes you need that extra oomph. Alright, so this is Uncanny X-Men issue 274. By random happenstance, I popped upon this on eBay. I don't even know how I got to this point of eBay. But I found this cover and I said, you know what? This is going to make Fizz and Fox drool. I got to own it. Got to own it. And it has Savage Rogue on the front and White Nick Fury. There you go. For some of you new millennials in here, Nick Fury was not always Samuel L. Jackson. Sometimes he was David Hasselhoff. So there you go. That cover looks familiar. Anyway, I had to have it because of that Rogue ass on there. I love Savage Rogue. Absolutely dig it. And for those of you who are going to start Googling that, Jessica Negri, who is a cosplayer, she recently did a Savage Rogue cosplay. And holy crap, she fills out that outfit. W40 is way better. Young mommy, I would definitely not be hanging out with Fatality any longer. Otherwise, you're going to be lubed a little bit too much. So let's... there we go. Look at her ass. There's a little bit of Rogue boobs for you. And it's just, I mean, yeah, it works. Anytime that Southern Charmy girl comes on, wow. This one actually does almost a nip slip. That one right there. They actually have a leaf over her nipple so that she didn't slip too far. I'm telling you, Uncanny X-Men number 274. Ah, Nick Fury looks like Frank Castle. He did a little bit. Split is natural and free. So I had to buy it just so I could rub it in Fizz and Fox's face. I had to have it. Had to have it. Alright, so let's wrap up the first round of the cartoon brawl. I'm going to give you another couple minutes. Speed Racer versus Butthead. Type it in how you see it with them capital letters. I'm going to do one more thing and then we're going to wrap it up. So get your votes in. Even if you voted, maybe it didn't count. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. I'll show these. 247. Not too fast, Fox. Of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hasselhoff, stand approved. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Damn, I just realized I forgot my damn Poppin' Comics. Yeah, look at you failing, J-Dubs, not being able to spell crap. I tell you what. I'll show this after the vote. Let me break this down for you, J-Dub. I love you. I love you like a bearded brother. I mean, some of you can grow an amazing beard, but you do not know how pluralization works. The thing is titled, how you title it is Pops and Comics, or Pop and Comics. Like, the X says comics. Comics is plural. Now, if you were facetious and put an X on there, C-O-M-I-C-X, oh, that's funny. Oh, he's comics. Look at him being trendsetter. But you didn't. You put an S. Comics means plural, means two. But you're showing one comic. Now, granted, I know sometimes you put up multiple ones because you just can't help yourself. It's like, I can't save myself for next Sunday. I got to put 3 up today. That does pluralize it, but not in the same picture. You're doing an individual comic and an individual pop. That is pop, and comic. One. That is 1 in 1. It's pop and comic. Pop and a comic. Pop and a comic. Pop and a comic. Not pops and comics, not pop and comics. That means 2. You don't have 2. You don't understand the English language. Jesse Hodge, what's going on? I do have an epic beard. Yes, you do, my friend. You have one of those big epic beards. I think I had the first X-Men comic you got. Well, show me. I want to see it. Alright, so now that I'm done with my rant, because J-Dub doesn't understand things, let's wrap up the cartoon brawl. Money Mac got 254 from the lady and how are you doing, you lovely couple? Honestly, I like you guys. I really like you guys together. You mesh really well together. And honestly, don't hold me to this, money. And you probably want to cover her ears, but it seems like love is in the air, my friend. I like seeing you guys together. I dig it. Granted, you damn near break YouTube every time you're on, but I like it. It seems genuine, and that's what makes the show appealing to me. I know you're like, oh, we get banned, we're done for the night, and I don't blame you because you got to go and do your business. I get you. But I like seeing it. Like, every time she looks at you, it's a different look, and it actually means, like, I really like this guy, and I like what you guys are doing with the show. So please continue. I'm glad you guys are tuning in. Thank you guys so much. And I'm not jealous. I just understand how the English language works, J-Dub. Comics is plural. Comic is not. You're putting up one comic. You failed. I'm sorry. My English teacher would have pulled me by the ear, beat me with a chair, and said, you failed. And I don't care. Your beard's not going to protect your ass from a chair, especially those high school desk chairs. Mine's getting there. Hey, money. I'm the real Sugar Gamer. What is going on, Sugar Gamer? How are you doing, my man? Love is in the air. Oh, your beard is getting there. I got you. Creeping on by to say hello. Gotta work. Oh, I'm so sorry, girly. But let me say this before you go. I absolutely loved your Gun Monday. I thought that was awesome. You're thinking outside the box, and it makes it really funny. So please continue to do that. All right, let's find out who's going to be moving on. Please work. Let's find out who's going to be moving on. Will it be Speed Racer or will it be Butthead? Ah! Look at that. Butthead moves on. 21 beating Speed Racer 19. Very, very close brawl. Super close brawl in this one. I'm not going to say that Body Killer put it over the top, but she definitely cemented the victory in Speed Racer. And there is no wild card round in this brawl. So you're not going to get your secondary chances. Sorry, Speed Racer. You can get out of here as soon as you can. And all that. But we're moving on to the second cartoon brawl this evening. We have He-Man versus Felix the Cat. I didn't want to just put Felix in there because people are like, who the hell's Felix? That the guy who sells my milk? No, it's not. It's Felix the Cat, the classic cartoon. So we do have Felix Cat is a space lowercase cat versus He-Man, Master of the Universe. Only one of them will win. Who's it gonna be? You guys gotta vote. Type it in how you see it. I smell like I want. Don't test the beard. Look, I don't care. Personally, I don't care what you do as your hashtags. But I'm just telling you that grammatically, you're incorrect. That's my point with that. That's why I do pop in a comic. Pop in a comic. Pop in a comic. Because it is a pop. Oh, and check it out. One comic. That's the only reason. That's why I do pop in a comic. I refuse to do pops in comics or pop in comics because it's grammatically incorrect. And I suck at the English language, and I'm telling you that. Beavis and Butthead, cut one. Beavis ain't. I didn't want to put too much in there and take it away from people like, well, I'm not typing in the cat. So Felix Cat. He-Man by the power of Grayskull. Uninstall Rocket League, please. Oh, you're very good, Fox. Did you already have that typed in, ready to go? I told Lewis on Sunday this is the only one who does it correctly. Yeah, I'm not wrong. But anyway, I loved your Gun Monday. Moneymaker, man. I think you should totally participate in Gun Monday since you're now on Instagram. Thank you so much for finally joining. Good to have you on there. But we do this thing, well, I started it last week because I like it, but it's called Gun Monday. So I try to get people to post a picture of their firearms. Today I posted my 30-30, which sits right there because some part of me thinks like, oh, he's just a nerd. You don't know anything about it. I do have tools. I do have guns. Yes, I have toys, a lot of toys, but I have a lot of guns and a lot of tools as well. So I'm not just a one thing. What a save. There you go. Great pass. Oh, he does have the Butthead cute, Beavis not cute. Oh, I get you. You're stupid. Hey, the MK. Let's go to the mall. Time to do 2 comics to make it right. See, Vinny understands how the English language works, and he's from California. Pretty much his vocabulary goes, what up, and I pulled out, or I didn't pull out, basketball, and he's telling you you're wrong. Perfect for UK people. Felix Cat. See, I didn't want to capitalize the C. I probably should have, but I didn't. Fatality have a power. Oh, Fatality had the power. Yes, I get it, but everybody else has but you, so E3 conflict started in 15 minutes. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. I don't have the time to watch all of E3. Basically, I like to watch the cliff notes of the best of the best. I did watch Bethesda's last night, and anything Fallout related always gets my juices pumping. And they're launching 3 more DLC packs, and then I think they're stopping. That's it. So after the Nuka Land, which is basically a Nuka-Cola theme park, and they're saying that it's going to be as big as Far Harbor, which, holy crap, I have barely touched Far Harbor. And they're saying that Nuka Park or Nuka Town or whatever the hell it is, they're saying that it is actually going to be as big as Far Harbor, plus the 2 prior to that. And one of the DLCs is going to be a Rube Goldberg machine, so you're going to be able to build like start a ball up here, and then it rolls down, and then kicks a little lever, and then drops a weight, and all that kind of stuff, and flips around. You're going to be able to build that in one of the DLCs, and another one you're going to be able to build your own vault. And I'm like, yes! I love the crafting in this. It is basically Minecraft for adults. So, Nuka World, thank you very much. Yeah, and then I watched a little bit of Ubisoft. I watched Ubisoft today, and they're doing okay. Like, they're doing the normal things, but overall, they didn't really impress me. And that's what we were talking about earlier, with Sony sort of falling off the ball this year. But, you know, and Xbox kind of taking the lead. But every year they're going to do that. There's no way that both companies can produce amazing games constantly. It's not going to happen. So this year, it seems like it's going to Xbox, but they might turn it around. Felix Cat, see? Shane O'Mac gets it. Hey, Pop and 500,000 variants. Uh-oh. Adult graphics. I do it your way because I'm not a G-Nazi. I'm not a grammar Nazi either. I'm just saying, like, comics is plural. They see me rolling, they hating. Power plug and fish and chips. It doesn't work anyway. What is going on, Eddie Rod? What's going on, my man? I have nunchucks, machete, and boy for a weapon, no gun. Well, I mean, maybe you can... I would say you could post nunchucks as your gun Monday. You know, you're just... these are your guns, you know? Your mind is your gun or something. Just don't take a picture of your forehead. I think that'd be really weird. All right, so let me show these. These are some classic bring back your childhood stuff. How many pops can you get? One shot Saturday. Nothing really impressed me yet this year, just Skyrim. Yeah, no, me neither. Like to see Red Dead Redemption 2. I would too. I think it'd be really good, especially if they incorporated him into like the new age stuff, like Obsidian stuff. Hey bro, what's going on, Eddie? So a few shows ago, I showed this. I bought this for myself because it was very classic, and this is the Burger King Kids Club VHS tape, and I didn't know that it was sealed when I bought it. Like, this has been sealed since 1991? 1990. So this has been sealed since 1990. I'm not going to open it. Don't ask. But the only way to get this was to buy a Burger King's kids meal and then pay like $1 or more, and then you got a VHS tape. And it actually had a 28-minute cartoon on there. And it was really cool. I think I remember part of what this was. I think this might have been the Gravity one, but I don't remember. No Pops emptying the Sunday. Nunchucks! Join us, Flea. Just made a giant girl, inserted a dildo. And, whoa, hey, that's the way to do it, man. Now you're making adult Minecraft. It's all about killing. So anyway, back in the day, they made 4. See on the top, it says collect all 4. Well, over the week, I picked up the other 4. This one was April Foolish, and it is open. And like I said, this is the only way to get it was from the Burger King Kids Meal. And I know this is blowing some of your kids' brains. What is this? I don't understand. What's the black tape? How does it play music? What is it? Well, this is how we all had to watch videos back in the day. And then we had to wait months and months for it to come out. So when this came into a Happy Meal, holy, mind blown. So there we go. Do you have any other toys? Splatters. What do you want to see? Like, this is my main shelf. This is my favorite shelf. Basically, if you're an 80s or 90s kid, there's some 70s stuff, but 80s or 90s, this is the shelf you're going to live on. Like, there's my Voltron, there's a Hulkbuster, there's a Cobra Commander, Pizza Shooter, Cyclops, I think right there's a Walter White, just all kinds of stuff, man. It's everywhere. It's not just Pops. Cora in the House is pretty good. I don't know what that is. The next one was, and this one has probably like one of the worst boxes, because, I mean, it was love. The Invasion of the Turtle Snatchers. I mean, like, I don't mind this. I get it. The case is damaged or whatever, but to me, as long as the tape is still functioning, I don't think it matters, because that means that whoever had this watched it. They watched it a lot. They really loved this episode of it, and that's what truly means something to me. I think I had that. I want to watch it now. There you go. Stretch Armstrong. You know, I don't, and I've talked about that. Hang on, let me get back to that, Jesse. I will. Mother, you don't mean years. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I had weird Blu-ray. And then the last one was The Great Boldini. And you see there, it's got Michelangelo in the snow. I don't know what but I remember back in the day, this label was always on like the kids stuff. The FHE would stand for Family Home Box Office, or the Family Home Entertainment. And I always remember like the lines would come across and then it would sort of like paint the letters. Like I haven't seen it in forever, but I remember the logo going on. So yeah, so that completes the 4. So these are the 4. You could only get these from the Burger King Kids meal. And now I have the full collection, which is badass. My internet is acting up. Corey in the house is an anime. I didn't know that. I don't watch a lot of anime. It's rare that I touch any anime. That's me. Don't take it easy, folks. Night later, girly. Thank you so much. And it turns out I actually have a spare April Foolish, so maybe on a future show we might give this away to some of you classic guys out there. Basically, anybody who doesn't have a VHS, I'm not going to let you play, or a VCR, I'm not going to let you play. I might just give it away to one of my friends, but I do have a spare April Foolish. I thought that was hilarious. I didn't even know I had it. You're right about the logo. Yeah, it used to paint it in, yeah. Powerplug Fish and Chips is now a parent company called Powerplug Inc. There you go. All functioning movie arms and legs, storm head and toys moving. Uh-oh, I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm scared. The Stretch Armstrong toy. Let me talk about this. So I don't have a Stretch Armstrong toy, and there are 2 main reasons. Number 1 is the only way to get a good Stretch Armstrong is to buy one that is still sealed in the box. Those that are still sealed in the box are very, very, very expensive. And I don't believe that a Stretch Armstrong toy is worth $200 to $600. I don't care. I don't give a damn if I had one. It doesn't matter to me. The Stretch Armstrong toy was cool. I had one as a kid. Yes, it was fun until he tore. But buying them in the box is pointless to me. I don't want one in the box. If I can get one for $15, cool. Have at it. That being said, anything out of the box, 99% of the time, they have a tear in their arm or a tear in their leg because they were filled with cornstarch. That's what that was. So every time you stretched him and it went back to its normal shape, that was that returning. And sometimes you got a little moneymaker on them and you stretched them really, really hard, bro. You went from chic to geek and then back to Hulk and you ripped that little tear. And they said, oh, you could put a little bit of clear nail polish on there and it fixes the tear. No, it doesn't. So to find a complete, good, decent condition Stretch Armstrong, good luck. And if it's not in the box, you're not going to have it. So that's why I don't have one. How long were you in the military? None of your damn business. Wasn't Stretch Armstrong easy to damage? Think they exploded on some kids. Yeah, they did. And then they went to that new guy, like in the late 90s, where you had to like pump him up and he was like full of like jelly beans or something. It's a great anime. Well, somebody go check that out for him. I had one in the car. Yeah, the car would actually extend. My friend had the dog. Like later on, he bought the damn dog that stretched too. I froze mine to hear his bones crack. Oh, yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff. Teddy Ruxpin needs a remake. No, it doesn't. I tend to get a little rough. See, I know you, man. I know you. Basically, we're the same person, just you're a lot smaller. My brother had a Stretch Hulk, see? There you go. Minecraft girls toying. Oh, wow. Now we're getting a little kinky with John M. Money, you know, I'm kidding you, man. But yeah, like Moneymaker has big a collection, if not bigger than mine. It's just invested in cards. Like mine is in toys and consoles and gaming and stuff like that. And his is in cards. And technically has more than me. So he is a super nerd. We've discussed this a lot on here. All right, so let's do Hero's favorite time of the day. And it is welcome to today. So it turns out that each individual day on this wonderful earth has its own holiday. And I try to enlighten you and bring you back down to earth and tell you what day it is. Sometimes it's Memorial Day, not today. Sometimes it's National Sandal Day, not today. Today is Red Rose Day, and that is the only thing that takes place on the day. Put Sabbath in the Teddy Ruxpin. I built it. Yes, you did. I want to see it. Send me a picture. So today is Red Rose Day. Red Rose Day is the time to enjoy and appreciate America's favorite flower. That's right, America. America's favorite flower is the red rose. The red rose signifies love. Moneymaker. Why didn't you get Miss 3D's a red rose today? See, you slacking, man. A June setting for a Red Rose Day is very appropriate, as this by far the most popular month for weddings. And they are in bloom in the gardens across America this month. So there you go, money. You know what? This day is actually, you tune into my show, you learn a little something, you got your best gal next to you because this is 1950. Maybe you got the top down and you go to the makeout point. She lets you go to second base. Felix Cat. Oh, bros, you got to underscore. I'm sorry that the second one should have been capitalized. I just didn't. Today is Touch Your Left Leg Day. No, it's not. It's Red Rose Day. In addition to being the most popular cut flower, roses are also the most popular flower in flower beds around the foundation of houses, gardens, and sheds. They're easy to grow, produce a bountiful of sweet-scented flowers from June up into the first frost. So there you go. Today is Rose... Yeah, man, but honestly, my friend, I would try to lock it down. You got yourself a hell of a girl. Painting the roses red. See, if Ginger was here, that's exactly what she would be singing the entire time. So thank you for embodying the Geist tonight since she can't be here. So I dig it, man. Red Rose Day was yesterday. No, it's today. I'm sorry, Moneyback. I'm sorry, but you know where it's coming from. It's coming from a good place. I see red roses and want to paint it black. Well, that's because your soul is little happy soul machine day. No, we're not talking about soul machines because soul machines are boring. What tomorrow? I don't know. Google it. La 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 la. Oh man. All right, so let's do this. So with the purchase of the other turtles, the 3 turtles that I didn't have already, these came with it, and these are like additional ones. Right on, Trezor, good to see you, Shiggy. There you go, man. Showing the love. These came with it. I don't remember these episodes particularly, but back in the day, you couldn't get seasons of your favorite episodes of anything. You had to wait for them to come out on VHS, and oftentimes it was just a single episode, and you had to pay like $15 for one episode to be able to have it in your hands. And this is one. I'm not evil no more. But this one was one of them. This is Heroes in a Half Shell Turtles for ages 5 and up. And on the back, it's got Rocksteady in there. I don't remember this episode exactly. Yeah, it's just called Heroes in a Half Shell. But this one came with it. And again, boys and girls, it is broken. There we go. It is a VHS tape. And back in the day, that was the only way to get this, unless you recorded it off TV, and a lot of us did. I remember having the VCR set up, and you could never get the time right. You try to set the VCR on the time, the power goes out, reset the time, you miss your favorite show. So you had to get up early, push record, watch it, and then wait a day. Go back so you could fast forward through the commercials. Well, the complex isn't burning down, uploaded, headed out. Well, have an awesome time. Good to have you in here. Euro distribution sucked in the 90s. Yeah, I'm sure they did. And this is the other one that came with it. This is Turtles Awesome Easter. I don't know why this exists. I mean, I know why it exists, so you could sell merchandise. So you're like, oh, we got the Turtles, and they got a rabbit. And then you yell when bro turn channel. Yeah, you're right. No, I'm recording that because it didn't stay with the channel. You put it on channel 3 from the VCR and then went to your TV and then went to that channel and then you push record. You couldn't touch it and then you could finally fast forward through the commercial. Hasn't even started their E3 presentation yet. Well, give it a chance. It's coming. Doesn't matter what color roses. I don't think it does. I think red in general, but it says it's Red Rose Day, but I would take any. 50 minutes to Sony conference. So yeah, the Turtles Awesome Easter also came with this. And part of me really wants to watch this, but I don't know if I want to give 47 minutes of my life to the Turtles one, which I know halfway through and be like, are they ever going to get Shredder? So, screw Sony for... oh, dropped them. Those are broken. Yeah, the European title sucked. I'm in the U.S. calling it Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. That's right, they did call them Hero Turtles. I had all of Dragon Ball Z recorded on VHS. Took forever. I mean, I'm not leaving. The fire department is. Oh, well, that's terrifying. That's really terrifying. Sweet, I'll be back. Yeah, my mind just went blank. Thank you, J-Dub. You totally broke my brain. My hand smells like red roses. Well, that's weird. Are you using one of those hand sanitizers or something? Or is your lube just scented for his pleasure? All right, so let me show these. So the old school guys in here, and I mean like Liswitz, Moneymaker, and J-Dub's dad. That's pretty much where my old generation sits. Got ahead of the clubhouse piece. Joker Man, be safe, and I'm so glad you stopped in today. Would pause for commercials, then forget to record again. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Rainbow poop ponies! Uh-oh. Yeah, about the recording. So, actually, even like early as, man, I want to say 2005, I would actually record stuff off of TV, like hilarious commercials or good parts of shows or whatever. And somewhere in here, I actually have like 5 or 6 VHS tapes of nothing but just like hilarious, crazy stuff I recorded off of TV. And that's like from 2005 to 2006. Hieroglyphics, what's going on? No, because I am. Oh, there you go. My VCR used to turn itself off and chew tapes. That sounds about right. Don't forget my mom. Oh, that's right. I forgot about your mom. I hate it when I forget about Heroes' mom. No, because I'm a homeless man. I'm homeless man. I picked these up at a con, and these are from 1971. So, boom, man, just dropped a Moneymaker birthday on you. These are Peanuts cars. These are from 1971, and the guy offered me a deal on them, and I couldn't pass it up. So there's Snoopy in his rad machine, and these are actually heavy. Like, the only part that is plastic is Snoopy and the wheels. Like, everything else is metal on this. Like, it's really, really heavy. It's well done. It's been kept in pristine condition. There's no scratches on it. And for a toy that old, that's been, out of the box for so long and have no scratches on it, it's awesome. And I really couldn't pass it up at the price he offered me. I was 15. Good job. Snoopy back when the toys weighed stuff. Yeah, they did. And also he came with Woodstock. So I got the Woodstock car as well. And both these are from 1971. And no, I'm sorry. This one's from 72. And this one is actually a little different because the bottom is plastic. The wheels are plastic, but the top is actually metal. And then, of course, Woodstock is plastic. But very clean car. They really are. And I bought it mainly because of the Snoopy. The Snoopy look really, really good. It's heavy. I mean, this probably weighs, hell, maybe almost a pound. I mean, it's heavy, heavy, heavy. So, Hero's mom in a half shell. Hero's mom in a half shell. Hello. Rose of red, violets of blue. Give me your Hulkbuster, and I'll tap my buckle shoe. Lead? Is it lead? Snoopy loves metal. When we could play with metal without safety warnings. You're right. So I picked up these because they're just cool. There's not a lot out there like this. Like, it's rare to find them in good condition. And like the back, the Snoopy license plate is actually a sticker. And from 1971 to still exist on the back, that says a lot. That says that these were actually cared for, and they're going to be a great addition to this collection. It's probably pure steel. No, come on, you ruined the joke. Aw, see, that's a person who doesn't know when the joke is a joke. You know what I mean? No, it's just steel. It's not lead. But he licked it. It was funny. But it's not funny because it's steel, not lead. Come on, Liswitz, get with the program. There's a trend on YouTube where people show trailers, bloopers, and logos from VHS tapes ever since YouTube rise in popularity. Really? Hero's mom in a half shell versus homeless man? What would Heroes... I tell you what, let's do this. Since we didn't get a chance to do it on Friday because I wasn't here, let's do story time. Yes, everybody seems to really enjoy story time, me included. I love it. For those of you who haven't been taking a part in story time in the past, we basically create a story in here. We take usually 2 people from the chat over here, and then we start to tell a story, a cohesive story about what they're going to do. So this is what I want to do. I want to start a little different. We're not going to do 2 people tonight. We're going to start with the idea. So we're going to start with the place. So I want you guys to tell me a place. And we're probably going to go around Hero's mom and homeless man. So, no, not Kool-Aid, not Kool-Aid. Yeah, story time. So we need a place, a location, probably where Hero's mom and homeless man are going to do battle. Me and Liswitz writing a horror movie. Yeah, I heard about that. Cohesive? Yes. Venice? Maybe Venice. The damn chat's slow loading. Atlantis. Jenny Jupiter. Atlantis. Fatality's house. All right. I like it. NASA Space Center. That's ridiculous. Do a Trenzorg impression. Under Fatality's chair. Asgard. Yeah, we need an actual place, not Fatality's house, but we'll try to include it. Norway. All right, let's do Norway. We'll do Norway. Hey, trying to do a Trenzorg. I got belt buckles on my shoes, and then I'm gonna go chase my pot of gold, and then when I get done, I'm going to undo my shoes, and then I'm gonna go and collect lots of pups. Close enough, right? Generally, I can do it, but when I try to do it on the fly, it messes up my head. All right, so Norway is where the story is setting, and it turns out that homeless man, all right, is homeless man a good guy or a bad guy, and is Hero's mom a good guy or a bad guy? And we actually need a superhero name for Hero's mom. For those who need the background, Hero's mom is a Belgianese woman, and everything's black and white in Belgium. Everything is black and white. It is basically a Charlie Chaplin movie, cobblestone streets, everything's in black and white. So she is a superhero, and we need a name for Hero's mom, and then we need her superpower. And then, of course, she will be doing battle with homeless man. The ball pit at McDonald's. All right, we got to use the ball pit. Queen Chocolate. Justice Jupiter. There's no way she drinks Jupiter. Does she drink Jupiter, Heroes? Don't forget Power Plugs, Fish and Chips. We'll work on it, but I like the ball pit at McDonald's. I think that's awesome. Do they have McDonald's in Norway? Sexy Poutine. Justice Jupiter. If she drinks Jupiter, which I imagine everybody in Belgium drinks Jupiter, then we'll do that. Homeless man got a ride from Superman. Did he? Homeless guy is neutral, both good and bad. I like that. Charlie Sheen for her name. The Belgian Basher. I love it. Okay, all right. Yeah, we got to do the Belgian Basher. The Belgian Basher. That sounds like a superhero. And they do have it. Okay, all right. So hang on. Get up there. Belgian Basher. Yes, she drinks Jupiter. Oh my God, that is her Popeye. Like Popeye would be like, and then he would like break the spinach and like, ow. That's what she does with the Jupiter cans. So she'd be like, I don't know why she does that, but and then the entire beverage content just goes right into her mouth, and then she is the Belgian Basher. All right, so the Duchess. I like that. Maybe that's her code name. Can the vagina vacuum be her superpower? Then Super Nerd Mom. No. She's definitely not Super Nerd Mom. She's the Belgian Basher. And they are in Norway. And it turns out in Norway, they're actually in the ball pit at a McDonald's. Now, you got to think, all the stuff in, like, foreign countries is not like they make McDonald's here in America. Here in America, everything here is just blue, and it's like $1. Like, over there, a quarter pounder with cheese is like $700. It's ridiculous. Like, if you want a McDonald's burger, you have to sell a kidney. So, all right, so super strength, sexy fried bologna. This is a fictional woman, right? If not, I feel bad for saying so. No, this is a real human being who watches this show. I have not confirmed if she understands everything on it. I think he said so. But if not, it's still hilarious to include her. Everyone drinks Jupiter because it's tubular. That's right. Okay, so what is her superpower? We need the Belgian Basher superpower, and we need Homeless Man superpower. And they are fighting in the ball pit in Norway. So Homeless is trying to steal the fillet of fish. Kool-Aid guy came in. Oh yeah, she drank it. What's Jupiler? You don't want to know. It's basically like if a country had a like a normal like if water was America's drink of choice, like if everybody in America drank water, that's America's beverage of choice. In Belgium, everybody's drink of choice is Jupiler. That's kind of on the same lines. She hits a time portal. We're not even there yet. You're in the head of the game. Belgium chocolate block. So she throws bricks of chocolate at people. Oh, okay. All right. So homeless man, we got to figure out homeless man's powers. Super drunk gets bulletproof, makes bulletproof homeless man. Okay. All right. I like it. Okay. All right. Shitbags. All right. All right. Here we go. Let me set the scene. Here we go. Shh, clean slate. All right, she can manipulate the Legos with her mind. No, I love that she throws blocks of chocolate. Okay, so here's the scene. Norway. Here's the setting. A McDonald's ball pit. Everybody's seen that stinky, kid-infested ball pit in McDonald's. Okay, homeless man whose superpower doesn't exist until he gets completely wasted. He is drunk off his ass. He stumbles into the McDonald's, and he is after the Filet-O-Fish. Fish. And like I said, everything in Norway and McDonald's is expensive. He's basically robbing a bank. But it turns out that Young Heroes is playing in the ball pit. Me. Hello, me. But lo and behold, a superhero woman is hanging out right next, watching Heroes play in the ball pit. Nobody knows. Her name is Heroes' mom, but they know her more as the Belgium Basher. Yes, that's right, but shh, don't tell anybody. Her superpower is she has a purse full of Belgian chocolate bars. They are hard as bricks, and when she starts using her super strength to throw those bricks of chocolate, there's no way to escape. Okay, here we go. Will Onion Knight make an appearance? I don't know. You guys are writing the story. All right, so here we go. That's the setting. What happens next? Hell yeah, she picks up massive balls of chocolate, smashes over the head of the prey. Ooh, that voice. Okay, so there's the setting. You guys tell me the story. What happens next? So homeless man is drunk. He's ready to rob the Filet-O-Fish from the McDonald's. Heroes is playing in the ball pit. And then the Belgian Basher is waiting patiently, just watching Heroes. Get out of the ball pit, son. Hello, mommy. No, don't say hello. Get out of the ball pit. Hello. Stop laughing. So what happens next? This is where you guys take part in story time. And if Heroes has to change it into the night, Belgium Chocolate Ninja stars. Sheet. If the Onion Knight has to come out, if Heroes has to transform into it, then you guys tell me. But for right now, that is the thing. Her catchphrase, "No way in Norway." She's not even from Norway, but that's her catchphrase. Like she's in like China, and then like she beats the guy down and goes, "No way in Norway," and then flies off. He picks up roses. What? Come on, JW, you're not even playing. Like, come on, seriously, go to your room. Go to your room. J-Dub's dad, you take the controller. He's not allowed to play anymore. Seriously, man, come on. I like that though. Homeless man jumps over the cashier and uses jujitsu to take out the staff. See, Power Plug understands how things work. He picks up roses. Where the hell are the come on? Her arch nemesis walks in, the walnut whip, and demands to turn Little Hero's toy ball in chocolate and threatens diabetes. Holy crap, we have an intro of a new person. Who is the walnut whip? Is that you, Trenzord? Homeless pulls out the mystical bottle of booze. Okay, so he jujitsu'd the entire staff first, because he knows jujitsu, and then he drinks his magical liquor. Alright, so he's juiced up, and then while that's happening, her arch nemesis, which is not Homeless Man, it turns out, is actually the Walnut Whip, comes up and he demands to turn Little Heroes into chocolate and threatens them with diabetes. Homeless Man shits himself and threw an iron turd at her. Oh, okay, alright. He shoots out a McRib. Wait. Where do you get the McRib from? This makes more sense than this. All right, we're gonna go with this. All right, so he jujitsus and he jujitsus the whole staff. Everybody's down. Heroes' mom is still watching Heroes play. He drinks his magical liquor, and then there is the super iron turd, and he turns around and sees this beautiful woman over there watching her kid play. And what does he think first? And just chucks the turd. All right, so I'm guessing the turd hits her upside the head. Then what? K-Push is totally the Walnut Whip policing sweets. Oh, yeah, but K-Push isn't here to defend himself, so you can't do that. All right, so the turd hit her in the head. What happens next? Belgian Basher threatens to take him away. Okay, so the turd hits her in the head. She stands up, and then I'm guessing she's like, hey, I'm going to put you in jail. What happens? What's the whip guy doing? I guess I can't play. Well, if you try to play, but there's no roses here. She buys him a house, and he's no longer homeless, and explodes. All right, we'll save that. We'll save that to the end. Homeless man is like Jesus. He turns pee into beer, and to get more power. Oh, my God. Okay, all right, I dig it. And then grabs the McMuffins and throws them like stars. Okay, so he throws the turd. She stands up and says, I'm going to get you. He reaches back, starts throwing McMuffins at her. Okay, I dig it. Hitting her up inside the head. Okay. The clerks and customers are getting knocked out by chocolate bars. So she's throwing chocolate bars back at him, but like the staff that's already been knocked out, they're like, you know, what happened? And they get hit with another chocolate bar. Okay. All right. So that's what's happening there. Then becomes that one scene from Dumb and Dumber before the date. Oh, when he's in the bathroom. Case? Fuck you, K-Push. Yeah, he can't show up. Even when I get on early, he still can't show up. Okay, so she's throwing chocolate bars back at him. She's knocking out the staff member. She's not hitting homeless man. Still, that Irish whip guy is still in here. Then passes out on the Belgian Basher, which turns to acid and... What? Then piss on the Belgian Basher. Watch that turn to acid. Whoa. Okay. I don't know where you're going with this. I walked out into the rain to take a picture of the roses. I got you. Awesome. Whip sneaks up behind and grabs the Basher. There we go. Okay, so the Whip is still in there. She's throwing chocolate bars. She's so focused on homeless man. She doesn't see that the Whip sneaks up behind her. So he grabs her. Or he's got her, right? The Irish Whip. I don't know what his name is. It's been too long ago. The intense battle causes the entire McDonald's into a war zone. Okay, all right, so there's fire, and the roof is falling down, and there's iron turds, and hardcore chocolate bars flying back and forth, and the Whip's got her, and then the roof is caving in, and there's Heroes going, hello, drinking Jupiler at the age of 2. Hero sees this and dives under the balls. Okay, I'm like the Stan Lee of Belgium chocolate and turds. Yeah, you kind of are, no doubt. And comes up as the Iron Knight. Oh, so little tiny Heroes is like, hello, and he dives under the balls, right? And he comes back up, and he is, the Iron Knight. Knight. Okay, so now it's 2-on-2. Okay. All right, Walnut Whip. Whatever. Irish Whip sounds so much better. And then it could be Trenzorg. So Trenzorg is actually the evil participant of the Irish Whip. Forget the Walnut Whip. Don't dig it. Irish Whip is hilarious. Homeless man pisses on the Belgian Basher and his acid and aid. Okay, so he's peeing on her, which is random, but it's definitely a homeless man trick. He's peeing on her, she's like, while the Whip's holding her down, so she's taking acid to the face. That's happening. Something wrong with you if you get me, no doubt. Okay, so the Onion Knight has appeared for the very first time ever in the history of ever. He's popped out of the ball pit. There's his mom, the Belgian Basher, being held down by the Whip while the homeless man is peeing on her. Whatever. The McDonald's is imploding around them. All the customers are knocked out cold, and all the staff is out cold. What happens next? Come on, people. See, J-Dub with your non-participation. This is why I'm saying you're not participating. I like Irish Whip. Irish Whip sounds like a good bad guy name. Walnut Whip doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. He's a walnut and he's whipping walnuts. I don't know. Belgium Basher farts her mysterious poison in the ball pit, and every limb was destroyed by the smell. Every limb in the ball pit? Heroes is in the ball pit. I don't know what that. Irn-Bru Knight. That is James. James is the Irn-Bru Knight. Then Side Sheep comes out of nowhere and beats the shit out of everyone. She's got no mercy at all. She's like D-bagging on foreheads in victory. Oh, son, the events of the battle has a blank face and leaves. I don't know who that is. That's J-Dub. Imitation Man came in and arrested Belgium Basher. What? I like the Irish whip too. Works better. Yeah, it does, because this is a good story. Superdog flies in. You're saving you. Wait, unconscious people. Okay, so Superdog's flying in. Get him out of the way before everything comes crashing down. Okay, I got you. But Homeless Man is unaffected by the odor. Okay, because he's used to his own stench. Right, so maybe her ultra farts have knocked out the Irish whip. Superdog's getting all the people out. What is Onion Knight doing? Hanging out in the ball pit? Baby Knight farts and wakes everyone up. What the hell is Baby Knight? Immigration Man came in and arrested Belgium Basher. That doesn't happen. That can't happen. You gotta give me a minute. I know. Instead of saying you gotta give me a minute, why don't you catch up to the story? Just saying, Beard Man. Immigration Man, you can't have immigration in Norway. This is not America. I don't even know why would immigration come in? That doesn't even make any sense. All right, so the McDonald's is crashing in. German chocolate armor. Okay. The Homeless Man screams, I just wanted some spare change. Onion grabs the Coke dispenser and water sprays in Homeless Man. Okay, so he's getting sprayed down. He's getting his yearly bath. He doesn't like that. That's sort of like his kryptonite. Onion Knight is throwing sage into the eyes of those who aren't worthy of such a battle of warriors. Oh my God, that is like scripture coming out right there. So Onion Knight, not only as he grabbed the Coke dispenser and is just spraying it, giving Homeless Man his bath, right? Then he's throwing sage constantly, and he's getting all spicy up in here, getting his yearly bath. You know, I'm on your page, man. Trust me, we're on the same page. That's why the story time works really well. Okay, an ogre ravages his swamp. I don't even know where the swamp is, but it turns out the Onion Knight is getting butt raped tonight. So while he's spraying that, here comes an ogre. Don't know where the ogre came from. Maybe Superdog dropped him off. So the ogre finds, gotta have heroes wrecked him. So he's got Onion Knight. Oh no! Okay, so thank you very much, Eddie, but I like that Eddie's participating, and that's all that matters. So the Ogre Knight is getting a little bit of the Onion Knight swamp. Dig it. You guys are really messed up in the head. Go Warriors! There we go. See, J-Dub, if you're going to interrupt the story, at least go something relevant. Basher sprays the floor with melted chocolate. Okay. All right. So, sending Homeless Man to the floor. Dig it. Meanwhile, Fox faps at McDonald's internet in the toilet. Well, we knew that was going to happen anyway. He's always got to find a place to do his business. Sony E3 pre-show just started. That's how you do it. All right, so let's wrap this up. Let's wrap it up. Okay. So we got to figure out how we get rid of the ogre. What happens to the ogre? Homeless Man then shoots a half-gallon of Jack and reamps. What was reamps? He shoots a half-gallon of Jack, so he's falling on the slippery chocolate, bam, and then he pees Jack Daniels all over the place. All right, so the Irish whip is down. The Irish whip's got sage and stuff in his eyes, and then he's peeing Jack Daniels all over the place. So what happened to Onion Knight? We got to figure out what happened to Onion Knight, and then we got to get them out of there. The dreaded pirate Roberts comes in and pulls Ogre off a Knight. Okay, all right, so there we go. He pulls him off. All right, so what happens next? What happens after the dreaded pirate Roberts comes to the Norway McDonald's and pulls the ogre off of Onion Knight? We got to wrap it up. What's the epic ending? We need the epic ending. So a Homeless Man is on the floor. He peed himself. He's got a bath and sage. The Irish whip is down. He falls into the ball pit, into a portal. I dig it. There must be 30 people in the drive-thru by now. The place is getting totally backed up. While it's falling in, these people are like, hey, I already paid. Seriously, I want my Egg McMuffin, I want my large fry. I already paid. Where are these people? They don't deserve $10 an hour, right? Onion burns to the jack. Oh, okay. All right, have to rewatch it, skipping. Aw. Shrek takes a dump on his chest. Who the hell is Shrek? When did Shrek... No, Shrek's not here. Stop that. Stick with the main characters that are here. There is Superdog, and there is the dreaded Pirate Roberts. There's an ogre. Stop adding characters. Thor walks in and buys everyone McFlurries. What? Honestly, I don't think there's going to be a better end to that. Powerplug goes to the store and sees the events of the battle and has a blank face, then leaves the store. Okay, that definitely happens. Fox say hello, but doesn't sound right. The ogre then breaks through a wall like Kim Kardashian at the smell of a flaccid penis and grabs Onion Knight by his rod. Okay, I dig it. By his root. Whatever. Just the thought of a new segment. Hello, my name is TMK, and I'm here to shrink Dr. Fish Stick and saw pea onions, ogres. I need help. Yes, you do. When in Norway, the end. I've never had a McFlurry. Okay. So all the bad guys are defeated. The ogre has been pulled away by Shrek, I think it was. And then the Belgian basher, she stands tall. She picks up her chocolate bricks of justice, put them back in her satchel. The Onion Knight then transforms back to his tiny little hello self. And the McDonald's is crashing in. Superdog's got everybody to safety. And then the God of Thunder shows up. And what does he say in his Norse terms? Because he's Thor, he's from Norway. And then he buys everybody McFlurries, including the homeless man. And then, just to top off, the after the credits roll. Everybody's having McFlurries, they're having a good time. Homeless man's covered in Jack Daniel pee. It's ridiculous. Everybody's having a good time with their McFlurries, and Thor, trying to pick up his hammer and all that. Then, the end. After the credits, there is the Belgian basher buying homeless man a home. So he's no longer homeless man. Powers fail. The end. Homeless man. That makes sense. Trust me, DMK. Story time means visit to Dr. Jekyll later. You'd have to. You refuse a McFlurry from Thor? Never. Thor says, I had to call in order. So that is all of story time. It is ridiculous, and it's kind of crazy how you guys twist and turn this story. And maybe next time J-Dub will participate. Instead of like, I don't know what's going on. Well, stop ruining the story and just try to get in there. Throw an idea out there, man. You can even say, uh-oh, roses fell from the ceiling. Not, he picks up roses. Stop it. But I love you anyway. All right, so that was story time. I think that's all the segments I want to get to tonight on that. I do think that everybody's going to need a little bit of Dr. Jekyll if they don't have it. This always goes crazy. That's true. The road from me burned down. I now know why. Uh-oh, I don't know what that is. The Burger King down the road from me burned down. No, it was McDonald's, but it probably, maybe in America it was Burger King, but in Norway it's McDonald's. I think John M. got the wrong kind of story going. It happens. It happens. They swap. The Jack Daniels P, was that Baca? I don't think so, but I don't know. Felix the Cat. Yeah, make sure you guys vote in the Cartoon Brawl. We got He-Man versus Felix the Cat. I know the cat is uncapitalized, but it's space cat. That's how you vote. And the M is capitalized. That's how you vote in this. Make sure you vote because it does mean something to somebody. Moving right along. That was funny. That's generally how it works, and you guys are just random as hell. So I posted this on my Instagram a few days ago, and finally, since I got my show back up, I can show it to you. One more pop for the day. I picked up the Ferris Bueller pop. I love that movie. It's a classic movie. And actually last week was Ferris Bueller Day. It was the official day that Ferris Bueller took off from school in his magical Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If you haven't seen this movie, shame on you. And number two, you should probably go watch it. It's an awesome cult classic comedy from the 80s. And it's still watchable to this day and very enjoyable. Gee, I hope not. They only make 3 pops from the Ferris Bueller line, which is Ferris Bueller 1, which is the one that I got with him in the leather jacket, which I love. Then it's got the Dancing Ferris Bueller, which is him in the middle of the Chicago parade. And then they made a Cameron. I'm probably going to get the Cameron. I'm not worried about the dancing one, but if they ever make a Simone, I'm going to have me some Simone. Don't tell nobody else, but I love Simone. So anyway, I picked it up because I love Matthew Broderick and I love the movie Ferris Bueller. So let's open it up. Wow, what story you should rewrite and put in a book? No, hell no. We don't put that kind of stuff in a book. You should get Ferris Pop with the best smell ever that makes him a good twist. Bueller. Oh my God. Oh my, I hate my fatality internet. I'm sorry, buddy. I will be getting an Instagram soon. Powerplug, you need one, my friend. Damn, spelled it wrong. It's all right, Yoda. Bueller. So there's the Ferris Bueller Pop. It looks really good. I mean, it's a standard pop. There's nothing really that jumps out that's different on him. But I dig it. I like it. You can definitely tell it's Ferris Bueller, especially with the jacket. And he had that sort of like a cheetah skin vest in that he wore the whole time. But I love that leather jacket. Like, if I could find a way to buy that leather jacket, I would totally have myself a Ferris Bueller jacket. I'm good because of the topless scene. Well, it really wasn't a topless scene. She was like in her like lacy bra, but it really wasn't a topless scene. You're thinking of Fast Times at Ridgemont High with Phoebe Cates. That's what you're thinking of. Phoebe Cates was not Simone. You should get the Ferris Pop with his Red Wings jersey. That's not Ferris. That's Cameron. And I'm going to. They just didn't have him that day. With Howie on the back. Yeah, that's right. Gordie Howe passed away. He passed away, what was it, Friday? And it was funny because I was talking, speaking of Gordie Howe, because I know that he's a big international star because hockey is big. But yeah, like, when I heard about it, because it was really after the Kimbo Slice, and I'm like, damn, man, Gordie Howe passed away. He was amazing, you know, and he was so young. And because I remember Gordie Howe playing a while ago, you know, kind of like, you know, relatively early. And I did the research. He was 88 years old. Holy crap. And I did the research. He played hockey. He played hockey, a very, very vicious game until he was 50. Holy crap, that dude was a hardcore legend. Seriously, like, put him on Mick Foley status. I didn't know that his career spanned that damn long. I really didn't. Whenever I was watching hockey, it was pretty much sort of like a Red Wings thing. And I watched it with, damn, I can't think of the guy's name. It starts with an S. But I watched it with him, and I loved the Red Wings at the time. And then I remember them talking about Gordie Howe, and I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. And I thought he was just retired then. But the dude was 50. Holy crap. How he passed, it hits me hard. No, I feel you. I totally do, because I didn't know he was that old. And dude had a legacy, and it turns out he retired the same year that Wayne Gretzky was his rookie. Oh, damn! I mean, you're talking damn. And that's the person, Wayne Gretzky, who is, I mean, it's arguably in sports like hockey and football. I mean, it's arguable who is the greatest of that sport. Like, when you think of basketball, who's the greatest? Michael Jordan comes to your mind. Baseball, you could probably say Babe Ruth or Hank Aaron or something like that. But when you think of hockey, a lot of names come to mind. But Gordie Howe is definitely one, and then the other one is Wayne Gretzky. And you're talking, Gordie Howe was Wayne Gretzky's mentor. I mean, that's the guy that Wayne Gretzky looked up to. So you know he had to be a hell of a player. Something about Power Plugs Fish and Chips. Mr. Hockey, yeah. Deluxe Pop should be them in the car. Oh, that would be awesome. I think that would be really cool. I don't remember his dad's. I think he just called him Dad the whole time. Mr. Shit, what was his name? Anyway, yeah, that classic red car, I would totally buy. Like, I don't buy the vehicles. I don't buy anything big with the Pops related. I don't even have the Back to the Future car. I don't have the Ecto 1. I just don't. I don't have the room, and I don't think they're really that good, especially to spend $25 on it. But if they made the Ferris Bueller Corvette, I would definitely have it. Howie's actually donated his game-worn jersey for that movie. Really? I honestly, I didn't know that. That's amazing. A fun fact about Ferris Bueller, I went to Chicago last year. No, was it this year? I don't remember. When I went to Chicago, I think it was early this year. But I went to Chicago, and I'd never been to Chicago. It was a beautiful city. It was awesome to be there. But while I was there, right as we came down the main interstate into Chicago to be able to look at, I played the Beat City. The Beat City was the soundtrack that was part of the Ferris Bueller Day Off. Beat City, ooh yeah. So I actually played that song while on the interstate going to Chicago. It felt so much like I was Ferris Bueller at that time. But Natty Ferris borrowed a Ferrari. A Ferrari. You're right, it's a Ferrari. I'm sorry, man. I got red in my head and I went Corvette. You're right, it's a Ferrari. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so I did pick up the Ferris Bueller pop. It's actually, I mean, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I absolutely love this pop. Never liked hockey, probably because I'm British. Probably, it's probably a lot of things you don't like because you're British. You can't keep customers waiting, Power Plug. That's right, you got to get your ass back in there and serve them fish and chips. But I mean, everybody has their own taste, you know, like, I will probably always enjoy American football. I probably always will to some extent. I'm not a hardcore fan, but I do enjoy watching it. As far as basketball, I played basketball when I was younger. I don't watch basketball now. I don't care. Warriors are kind of cool, but I think they're getting screwed out of the championship. That's just me saying that. You know you want an old Batmobile. Nah, I don't. I was thinking Corvette too. I don't know why I was thinking Corvette. It's a Ferrari. But as far as sports, man, if you like a sport, then watch the sport. If you like wrestling, technically that is a sport. If you like soccer, football, then that's fine. It's the biggest sport in the world. But I don't think you should be alienated because you like a sport or don't like a sport. I'm Irish and a hockey head, totally down to the person. Well, that's the way you should be. I mean, if you enjoy the sport, go for it, man. BS. Well, I don't know what he's BSing. I don't want the Batmobile. I don't want the Batmobile. It takes up too much of my space. It really does. I have to consolidate my space, which is why I'm not buying a lot of pops lately, is because, like, oh, it's a cool pop, but I really don't have the room. It has to be an amazing pop that separates it, and I don't have the room for the cars. But a Ferris Bueller car, Ferrari, I definitely will have it. But got the patience comes great reward, heroes. Ooh, there we go with a little bit of inspirational quotes on you. All right, so I'm probably going to wrap it up shortly. We'll save these. I believe, let me double check. Oh, damn, I didn't even get to these. Shit. Damn. Well, I can't. All right, so we'll do these instead. Okay. All right, so last week I decided to stop and pick me up some new comics. Most of these comics came out on last Wednesday, so they're about a week behind because I wasn't on for Friday's show. But I'm going to show these to you, and maybe you guys will like it. Maybe you guys won't. I don't know. But I picked up the new Power Rangers comic book. I like how they're doing this. The artwork is absolutely amazing. This is Power Rangers number 3, and it turns out I don't have number 2, I don't think, over the Batmobile. I know what you meant. No more Me Too, but I can't buy. I agree. I totally agree. So this is the building on Fallout Power Plug. Yes, that's right, heroes. So this is the Power Plug. This is the Power Rangers number 3, and you can see the Dragon Zord in the background staring them down. I really want to read this series. I really do. It looks really, really cool. It's well done, and it takes place from the 90s Power Rangers, which is pretty much what I grew up with. Grab the new Pink Ranger series, Mr. Freddy. Yeah, I did too. I picked that up the week before. I like it. I like the color, and of course, I'm an Amy Jo Johnson fan. I'm a huge Amy Jo Johnson fan. She was pretty much my first love. I love her so much. I wish I could kidnap her like Borat tried to do with Pamela Anderson. I totally would. But she doesn't do cons, so I can't. The original Power Ranger logo still looks great. It does. It was one of those things like I might get that as a tattoo, just because it is. I mean, I already got the Dragon Dagger, but I might actually get that as a tattoo just because it is badass. And JDF has it on his hand. So anyway, I picked that up a couple weeks ago. So moving right along, I had to sort of backtrack because I don't have number 2 to this, but Bill and Ted is one of my true first loves as a movie because it involves time travel. I think she read it and liked it. Awesome. Yeah, if she did, let me know. I'm curious how good it is. But they made a new series. They made the new Bill and Ted, which I can't remember, The Most Triumphant Journey? No. Most Triumphant Return for Bill and Ted. They did a 6 issues in the series, and then they went on to Bill and Ted Go to Hell, which is basically like the sequel to that. And they did, so there's going to be 4 of them. What is this show? What is going on, Flying? How you doing, my man? Snorting any cocoa today? So this is actually issue 3. I've showed issue 1 a long time ago, but I never did get issue 2. So I picked up issue 3. I like how they're just like swooping through the time, or I guess that's time, but it's like a giant water slide, and they're still like, you know, still playing the guitar. Exactly, heroes also build really slow in Fallout. I do too. So this was actually the new one, which is the number 4 of 4. And my comic store actually had a couple of different variant covers, and this is just the one that I like because it's the classic, you know, the outfits that they had. So that is the final What They Go to Hell. And honestly, I don't know what happens in this. I'm guessing they go to hell, but I don't know what happens in this series. I just don't have time for comics. I really, really want to have time for comics, but I just don't. I spend my time playing Fallout, working, and working on this show. She's hiding. She knows about you. Uh-oh. I also picked up the Telltale game version of the comic book of Back to the Future Citizen Brown. Basically what this is the Telltale Back to the Future game, but in comic book form. And the first time I saw this, I passed on it because I didn't like the cover. The cover was Doc Brown on a bicycle from 1945 or some crap like that. I can't even remember. But it was when Doc Brown was like 20 or something. So I hated the cover, but I love this cover, and that's why I had to have it. And it looks pretty cool. I mean, the artwork is very standard, but what this is basically you get to read the Telltale game. So if you didn't play the Back to the Future game, which is actually pretty good, some points are slow and you kind of get lost in it, which is the problem I had. Like the Telltale game with Walking Dead was perfect and awesome. Like it told you where to go, you followed the story, and you can make your choices. And this was the same way, but you got lost. I didn't know where to go at some points. I had to Google it, and that actually kind of pissed me off. But I figured, you know what? Just for the cover alone, I'll pick it up. Have you seen your Death Arena, Jizzy? It will take me like 50 years to do what you did. Wicked Ruby, what is going on, girly pants? I loved your pictures on Instagram. I want to see more of you. Yeah, and honestly, it should have taken me 50 years, but I don't sleep. I just build my arena, and honestly, today I was still working on my damn arena. Speaking of Back to the Future, I bought the game on NES. Well, you're going to be sorely disappointed if you start playing it. I can't wait for the Telltale Batman game. Yeah, it looks amazing. It really does. What is this I hear about Telltale game doing a Batman game? There you go, Transorg. Yeah, it looks really, really good. And I think, because Telltale, like their first real hit in the world was the Back to the Future game, and then they sort of crafted it around the Walking Dead game, which was awesome. That first season of the Walking Dead was awesome. And I actually bought the second season. I got a couple episodes in, and then another game came out, and I forgot to play it. So I got to get back to it. Yeah, I got Cocoa Pebbles stuck in my nose. Booyah! There you go. Hey, you calm down. You guys calm down. So I also picked up Green Lantern from the DC Rebirth. I like the chick. I think she's hot. I want to know what she's all about. And again, with this, $2.99. $2.99 a comic. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. This price drop, and I know it's $1. It's $1 difference. But this price drop is what is going to seriously make DC Comics blow out of the water. It may be a crap story, but for somebody wanting a comic book and wanting to make a collection, they're spending $1 less, and they're getting pretty much what it feels like is the same comic book. I dig it. I think it's awesome. I know I've been MIA. I suck. It's all right. Every time, some people suck. I mean, I miss Fist Bump Friday last week, and I miss them. But it's always good to have you come back, girl. There's a new Back to the Future card game I picked up a couple weeks ago. Looks fun. Is that the one? I think I have it. I tried to play it. It's a real pain in the ass. Like, they went real complicated. Clancy, man, appreciate you stopping in for a while. Variants, though. Yeah, they make a lot of variants, but the variants are still the same price. I just got the Life is Strange, such a great game. I've heard good things about it. But yeah, I dig it. I'm curious about who the chick is. She looks pretty hot, and I'm always down for a hot chick. I also picked up the Superman Rebirth as well. Again, $2.99. It's a comic book. You get your fill with this, and you don't feel like you're paying out the ass. You could buy a couple of issues, and you're still under $10. With Marvel, you buy 2, and you're over 10 with taxes. Black and white shirts. That's new. Yep. They're making the Walking Dead game, the third one. Awesome. I didn't know they were making it, but I say you need to check it out. You got to check it out. So these last 3 are probably going to make your saliva glands go. They probably are. She's going to be a great Green Lantern. Yeah, see, Darkseid would know, man. He is a DC fanboy. He knows all about the Green Lantern stuff, so you can trust in him. Kid you not, I swear I've seen about 10 variants for the cover of Civil War. Yeah, I have 2, and they pissed me off because my first time when I was trying to buy Civil War 2, the only variant cover they had was a fucking Hot Wheels cover. It was Hot Wheels. It had Captain America Hot Wheels car and an Iron Man Hot Wheels car running down a Hot Wheels track. That was the cover. It wasn't even one of those you could rip off and then you have the real cover. That was the cover, and I'm like, come the hell on, Hot Wheels. Seriously, Marvel? Smack them. What were the Ghostbuster toys you showed today? the Build-A-Figure. Ask me in just a minute. Let me get back to it. I will. Later, buddy. Anyway, I have to go now. See you Friday. Power plug. I will keep fish and chips open for you. I saw the Hot Wheels variant. Yeah, how crappy was that? What a craptacular variant. And you know what? My guess is that's the one that's going to be the hardest one to find in about 10 years. I bet you. The Green Lantern Reed is good. See? Cool. Warriors or Cavs tonight? I mean, it depends on how the refs are going to play it. Honestly, the way things are going for the Warriors with the suspension, I think the Cavs are going to do it. I really do. It's the politics involved in what happened in the last game was absolute horse crap, and their best player is gone. The Warriors' best player is gone. I think the Cavs are going to do it. I really do. All right, so this is what's going to make you guys saliva. Just dribble out the side of your mouth like a rabid dog, kind of like when you're looking at Wiki Ruby pictures. But this is issue 2 of the Batman and Ninja Turtles. I don't think this is the original issue. This is probably a variant cover, but I really like this blank one. I really think this is cool. Marvel's my thing, so Marvel's my thing too, man, but I think DC's going to sink them. I really do. Marvel's getting greedy and getting stupid. Warriors with no ball slapping. Go Warriors. I agree, man. I think the Warriors deserve it. I really do think they deserve it, but I don't think they're going to do it. I just don't, man. Their best player's gone. So this is issue number 2, and I got issue number 1 a couple of months ago, or about a month ago to con. So finally, I got issue 2. What comes after issue 2? Issue 3. Yes. How cool is that one? Yeah, you got the Shredder right there, and then over on the side, you can kind of see Batman hanging out in the Shredder gleam right there. Again, I don't think this is definitely not the first run. This is the second run of it, but I don't care. The story's still there. I think that's a third print. Yeah, I think it is too. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not saying that the first prints, but it is the story, and now I can read it, and that's what matters. I got it in color. Look at you bragging, future man. I bet you saw E3 2.5 months ago too. Cool. I like the series. I don't want to spoil it. Thank you very much for not spoiling it. Warriors all the way, noob. My grandma loves the Warriors. All right, and the last one I got was issue number 4 of Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know who this sad little kid is. I guess it's probably Bruce Wayne or something, but I dig that Shredder's up in the background. I love the artwork in this cover, and even if it's the second print or the third print, I don't care. Like, I just want to read the cohesive story and not have to stop and look for like issue 4. So that's why I picked him up. I'm still going to stay here till the end. Well, I'm almost done. I just wanted to sort of like give you guys sort of like, it's kind of like a makeup for Friday. You ever see the cover to Doctor Doom and the Masters of Evil issue 4? Hot. I haven't seen it, but you got to show me a picture. Send me a picture because I know you have Instagram. He told me to calm down, Fox. Yes, I did. I told you to calm the hell down. And then bringing it back to this, I did pick up Civil War number 2. Now, granted, a couple days ago, I actually read Civil War 0, which is sort of like the interlude to this series. And I don't know. It's just the interlude, which doesn't mean anything of what happens in this. And I haven't read it yet. But it's very weird, and I don't know how they're going to do the Civil War with it, because with the setup, they're trying to make Jim Rhodes, which is War Machine, like Secretary of Defense, and then eventually President of the United States. So I don't know. If you have a missing comic, you can find them on YouTube in comic form. Well, that's true, but I'm the classic old school guy. I like the physical copy. I like to hold it. It's like me with a game. I like to hold the game. I like the cartridge. So I will always buy the comic way before I try to read it online. And he gets all pervy. I like the look for it. I'll post it up when I do. Cool. But anyway, so I did pick up Civil War 2, and this is issue 1. This is not the variant cover. This is the real one. This is not a reprint. This is the actual one. And I haven't had a chance to read it. I know the sort of spoilers. I know a few people died in it so far. But the only reason I bought it is because I'm curious, because the first Civil War was groundbreaking and awesome and compelling, and I was ready for it. And this one seems like a quick jump off the movie and just a way to make money. And when I say money, $5.99. This is a $6 book. Oh, God. This is like... I know, J-Dub, I know you're a Marvel guy. I'm a Marvel guy. I'm a Spider-Man guy to the core. I will always love Spider-Man. I've showed a lot of my Spider-Man stuff, which is a Marvel product. But when you are comparing current prices, and looking at this, where the hell is it? Damn it. There it is. Looking at this, DC Rebirth. This is the brand new series. They relaunched their entire brand. Everybody gets a new cohesive story, and you are doing something for $2.99, including the current issues of Rebirth, which tells the entire story for $2.99. And Marvel is cramming down a $6 comic for their event. This is where Marvel is going to fail. I'm telling you guys. Look, there's the facts. I'm not even bragging on this end. I'm telling you, stand by stand. This is a $3 book versus a $6 book. If you are trying to save money in an economy that is about to be ruined by the shitty president choices that we have, what are you going to pick? If you still want to be entertained and love what is going on, are you going to go for the $3 book, or are you going to go for the $6 book? I'm telling you, DC is being smart with this. Again, like what Vinny said, with the online stuff being able to read it as well. But if you want the physical copy, buying a $6 book is damn near stupid. Bought the Green Lantern Corps for $2.99. Look at that, man. And he's Canadian. Sony E3 just started. Game man, go right ahead, my friend. I understand. That's probably why attendance is kind of low. A lot of people are watching the E3 because that's what you're supposed to do when E3 is on. It's the conference of the century. You know, that's what us gamers want to see. I just hope they start delivering, because so far in everything other than what Fallout did, but again, Fallout is last year's news, it still hasn't delivered anything new. DC trumps Marvel. I see what you did. I see what you did there, and I dig it. I had the same Marvel DC rant a year ago when Disney bought Marvel. See, where's my $15? Calm the hell down. But I mean, it's the truth. I'm not telling you anything that's the facts aren't there. Like, you're not gonna continuously buy it when you can get the same story quality from your competitor. Marvel is constantly upping their price and downgrading their characters. Marvel has been worrying me lately with their prices and constant variance. See, look, and this guy's not even from this country. I'm telling you, it's a worldwide epidemic. And if I had a huge platform show, I would tell Marvel to their stupid faces, you are failing miserably. Final Fantasy, there you go. But I mean, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, like, I mean, you may get one cool game out of everything, but you're not, like, E3 is just really not delivering this year. I don't think so. I just really don't. Because last year, they delivered with Fallout and Battlefront and COD3 and so many other great games, including No Man's Sky, which still isn't out yet. Swap Me Life. Where do I watch E3 from? Never watched. You can watch it from YouTube. So just go to YouTube, type in E3 Live, and then you can watch the conference. They usually swap to the individual one that is going live right now from San Diego. I think it's in San Diego. I will never go in total DC, paid more than $5 on Marvel. Wait, I will never going total DC. I'm not saying anybody's going to go anything fully. I'm not telling you need to go read Superman. I think Superman's a very, very boring ass character. I really do. Batman is kind of still compelling. Green Lantern's kind of cool. Wonder Woman is a taster's choice. But I'm telling you, if you just want a comic book to actually read and not collect, you're going to spend less money. Pay $1 for comics. Boom. Hashtag swap meet. I used to try to watch an E3 PS Home. No, it's going to fail so much. Sorry, Sony had a big theater. Sony has a big theater. Thank you for the update. I really appreciate it. All right, I got 2 more books to show you guys, and then we're going to wrap it up and close it up. So make sure you guys vote. He-Man versus Felix the Cat. Felix the Cat, spaces and capital letters. Make sure you type them in. So the last 2 I'm going to show you. These were kind of in the bargain bin, and I had to have them. It was one of those things. I know Vinny's going to love it, and probably a few of you other old school collectors will love it, but I know Vinny's really, really going to like it. But this is the Max issue 1, and this was in the bargain bin. I paid, I think, $2, $3 for it. For Max issue 1. This is an old school book. I don't know if Max will ever resurface. I don't think they'll ever do a live action movie or anything, but I always liked the look of the Max, and I always liked the MTV versions of the cartoon. I thought it was really cool, different. There was nothing like it, and that was back when they had the MTV at night, when they had Beavis and Butthead and The Head and Daria and the Max and all that. I buy it for the art. There you go. Yeah, what's good watching blank screens? There you go. He-Man, since I forgot it. Anyway, so there's the Max issue 1, and then of course right behind it, and this is what really turned me on. Like, it's not that the first one was issue 1, it's that this one, oh yeah, Max issue number 2. And what angers me even more is that they profit off these big characters like Cap and Iron Man when it comes to the like of Bullseye and Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, I agree. That's the Max issue number 2. Just a sexy, badass cover. I mean, honestly, if I'm gonna hang one on the comic book wall, I'm gonna go with issue 2 versus issue 1, just because issue 2 is just sexy in general, man. I just dig it, and I actually cracked it open and read a few pages of it, and I like it. I really like the Max artwork in it. I like the storytelling, and it's just different. Like, they don't tell stories like that anymore. It's very rare. Ooh, my sister collects those comics. Oh, are you calling me out? Nice. He was homeless. What? Sweet cover, bro. All right, guys, I've been rambling for about 2.5 hours. It is time to wrap up the Comics Brawl. So let's find out who is going to be moving on. Will it be He-Man or will it be Felix the Cat? He-Man takes it 19-16. So, not bad, man. Not bad for Felix the Cat. I know Felix the Cat is a classic character. But He-Man is still really relevant, especially in the 80s, babies. You know, they always remember, you know, by the power of Grayskull. And, of course, his hot, I think it was his cousin, She-Ra. Just badass. Comics Brawl. Now, I believe the next brawl we're going to do is music. I think I want to go to the music, because we don't talk about music in here enough. And music really is, like, the heart and soul of the world. Like, it doesn't matter what language you speak, as long as you can listen to a song that, not even from this country. Like, I like K-pop and, you know, like the Russian metal bands and stuff like that. You know, I don't understand what they're saying, but I enjoy it. Du hast. You know, I like that stuff. And I don't understand it, but I like it. I think that music is universal, and I think that'd be a cool brawl for the next one. She was missing issue 2. What? Okay. The Max was homeless. Oh, there's your tie-in. There you go. He-Man, Dolph's movie package. Oh, my head hurts. Seriously. Fox will win, hands down. Uh-oh. Great stream tonight. Dan Frobe, man, you've been here for the entire time. Holy crap. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I know Monday's a little lax tonight, and I'm sorry about that. I appreciate you guys hanging out for a while. There you go. Whatever. I'm not gonna respond. I'm partial to French bands. See, there you go. Do you actually understand the French bands? I mean, maybe a little bit, but I mean, who knows? The thing is, you enjoy what they're producing, and I think that it's universal. And I think it'd be kind of cool to be able to do like a band versus a major singer or something like that. But yeah, music is universal. Holy crap, heroes. That was not the point. Whatever. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. It has been a incredible long night. Generally, it's a long stream, but I wanted to make it for Friday because I wasn't feeling very good. But hopefully you guys see me back on Friday. I got a whole bunch more stuff to show you. Maybe we'll have a bigger audience since E3 will be closed down by then. But it doesn't matter because like Listwitz always said, the show must go on. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jizzy. This is The Nerdy Effect. I hope you learned something new tonight. And I will see you on Friday. La 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 la.
It's a Nerdy Effect Trace Point Oh. 3.0. Trace Point Oh. Trace Point Oh. Beatbox. Nerdy Effect. Trace Point Oh. Trace Point Oh. 3.0. It's the Nerdy Effect. Trace Point Oh. Not the dose. Not the dose. 3.0.